Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 2023 Junior Robotics Competition here in the LRC in Lawton, Oklahoma. I'm Mark Lowe, joined alongside Caitlin and Aaron. Guys, how we doing?
Good.
Awesome. Well, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started here. Going to toss it over to hear about the competitions that are going to be held today and the rules for those competitions. Sending it over.
All right, welcome everyone to Lawton School's third annual Junior Robotics Competition. We are very excited for everyone to be here today. We're very excited to see what today brings and all the cool things. For letting us have it here. They are gracious hosts. Thank you to our media team for doing our pictures and our commentaries, our commentators that we have. I don't know if you're commentators, makes me think of like potatoes, now I'm hungry. So thank you to our media, thank you to our tech crew who has set up and worked for the last couple of days, making sure we have TVs, cameras, all of the things and the plugs and the electricity, so yay, thank you. Thank you to our EdTech help for doing concessions and judges. Thank you to our judges, we couldn't do this without you guys. Thank you to Michael Anderson, who helps me like create this whole thing. Yay! And I'm trying to think, who am I forgetting? Thank you Lawton Public Schools for, they bought the trophies and things like that. And of course, thank you to our coaches who take time out of their, their day. They do, some of them do teams, some of them do it after school, some of them do it in classes. So thank you so much to our coaches and teachers and parents. And of course, our students who are definitely going to get the most out of this. This is going to be fantastic. We're here for them. I'm going to go over some housekeeping rules before we get started. There is bathrooms on the west side of the building over here. We tried to make sure they were labeled as clearly as possible. Parents, we do ask that you guys stay up either in the bleachers or down behind the paparazzi little lines, so that we're not on the floor, and that's just for safety reasons and things like that. We have the creative robots being judged over here in the creative area. We have our coding table. This is for our coders. So if you are a coder, you will be able to go over here with your device and your robot if you would like, and that's where you will create your code. You'll have an hour to do that before we start. Coaches, teachers, parents are not allowed anywhere beyond those orange cones around that table. Please don't get your team disqualified by going over there, coaches and teachers. We will have some robotic engineering students from Great Plains coming to help kids if they have any questions, so don't worry, they're not going to be left out in the lurch. But this is so that way the kids are doing their own coding and it's their work. We have two tables that we're going to be doing today. We're doing this as a bracket. We are doing a soccer theme this year. A lot of fun because when we started the year there was a lot of soccer going on, and it was a lot of fun. So we have soccer themes going on. So we have two robots for each team that'll be playing on the fields against another school who will also have two robots. They will try to get as many goals as they can in 3 minutes. If there's a tie, we have tie-breaking rules for that. Then they'll move up. If they win, they move up to the bracket and they'll keep playing and moving on. We'll do that throughout the day, and then at 10:55 they'll set up and start getting ready for coding to start, and we'll be doing coding and driving simultaneously. And then by the time we're done at the end of the day, by about 12:45, we should have all of our awards ready to go for creative, notebook, coding, and hopefully we'll have our driving done today. So make sure you kiddos, guys, we're here to have fun. Okay, that's what it's all about. So meet new friends, talk to the kids across the district, see what they're doing, see how they did, see what they created. This is a great time to meet new friends, talk, learn about how they did. Okay, we only use kind words here, guys. So if you have a question or something like that, make sure that you're only using kind words for when you're talking to others, all right? If you have any questions, there are people around who have little badges on that say volunteer, and some of them say judges. Those guys will be the ones that you'll be able to help. I know you guys like to come to me, and I love that, but today I'm going to be a little busy doing the tables, so if you would kindly find one of those other volunteers to ask, that would be fantastic. All right, am I forgetting anything? My cohorts. All right. I think, oh, and thank you parents for coming and supporting. This is going to be a lot of fun. So without further ado, we are ready to start our 3rd annual Junior Robotics Lawton competition. Do we have the brackets ready for tell the first 2 teams to come up? Oh, I did forget to tell the teams. So just like if you're not familiar with soccer, when you're on the field, it was in the rules and things, you can get fouled, okay? You can have a foul. If you get a foul, you get yellow carded, okay? So that just means if you're holding onto the ball, can't do that, you'll get fouled. That'll be your first warning. Second time you hold, if you have a robot that holds the ball and tries to keep it and not let anybody else get it, that'll be a red card, you'll be out of the game, okay? Same thing, if you're on your side of the team, your robot cannot stay inside the yellow box right in front of the goal. You have to be out of there within 3 seconds, okay? You can't just sit in there and block it. If you're with the other team, they can move up in there, but you cannot block your own goal and just sit there and be like a wall, okay? That's no bueno. You'll get warned with a yellow card the first time, and then red carded, you'll be out of the game, and that would not be no fun because then you're left with just 1 robot against 2. So try to make sure that we're doing that. The referees will be able to guide you.
Brackets have been sent to the teachers.
And the brackets have been sent to the teachers. We have the brackets also over here on the screen if anybody needs to follow along. You guys should be able to see the tables from both of the screens up here. And without further ado, Michael, what are the first 2 tables teams we got? That way they can get started.
On table 1, Galactic Stars,
Elmore West.
And Team Edibots at Edison.
So that is table 1, those 2 teams start getting ready. There's prep tables in the back. Those 2 teams need to be ready and we're gonna move up. The second table, table 2, will be
Jagbots and Baby Yoda.
Jagbots and Baby Yoda. Jagbots are
Baby
from
Yoda,
Pat Henry.
Robotics.
Baby Yoda is Sullivan Village. So you 4 teams will be the first teams up. You need to be at these tables and be prepped and ready for about 2 minutes. We're gonna start.
And welcome back to the commentators table, guys. Again, my name is Mark Lawton, joined alongside Caitlin and Aaron. Guys, it's another year here at the LRC gym for robotics competitions. What do you guys think about this year?
I think this year is a little different from last year because of soccer theme, of course, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
For sure. Yeah, soccer's a new addition this year that personally I don't remember last year. I'm really excited for that. With that soccer, they're going to be doing some skills challenges and then some penalty kick challenges. So I think that's going to be really interesting to see how that plays out. So Caitlin, real quick, what are you looking forward to this year for the robotics competition?
I don't really know. I'm just looking forward to seeing everyone have fun.
Awesome. Yeah, it's going to be a really good year. We've got 32 total teams this year, which is, I think, a little bit larger than last year. Last year, I think we only had about 23-ish, somewhere around there. So yeah, really good numbers this year from pretty much almost all elementary schools in the Lawton Public Schools area, which is really nice to see. So, like they said before, Table 1 and Table 2, I believe, are going to get started. Those are going to be our soccer competitions. And then over on our far left is a coding table, which is going to be really interesting to see. Personally, not too familiar with the coding competitions, but every time that I do watch them, I am personally really enjoying them. But yeah, I think the soccer ones, like I said before, are going to be really interesting to see since it's new this year. Going to be very interesting to see how those pan out. So as we just started, the opening ceremony has begun and the skills challenges have just begun as well. So without further ado, let's get a look at those tables and look at those teams starting to warm up on those tables. Taking a look over at Table 1, got an interesting bot design over there, looks like. We had some pretty interesting bot designs last year, if I remember right. Had some either like really tall robots or like some really short ones, like a lot of colors, which were really cool. I don't know really what goes into bot design per se, but I mean, to me, those ones definitely stood out. So what really goes into a bot design whenever you guys are trying to produce a good bot to win these kind of competitions?
Well, really, you just want to like code it really good, and well, it depends if you want it to like stick out or if you want it to be like coded really well. If you want it to be coded really well, you have to speak your time and not rush through it.
Okay. So for the soccer games, for example, that's a new one, like we mentioned before. What would you do different whenever you're designing a bot for this? What would be ideal? What would not be ideal?
I feel like for this one, since it's soccer, I feel like instead of making the robot really tall, you should make it wider so you can have more space to roll the ball around.
Okay, wider. So, Caitlin, for example, like how she said wider, what would you do for your example? If you're making a soccer bot, since that's, one of the new ones, what would you do?
I would make sure that it has like, probably wider.
Just wider? Okay. Yeah. Would you guys add any like kind of component that could like kick it or pass it better? Or how would you go about passing the ball to your other bot? Because these bots are going to be playing in 2 teams of 2. So they're going to have one partner against a team of 2. So how would you benefit that whenever you're going head-to-head with another person?
I would benefit that by adding like a little thing in front, so if you turn, it can just like pass it to the other teammates.
Awesome. So here we are, guys. We're looking now live at a couple bot competitions here. This looks like it is table 1, I believe. It's actually practice. My fault. This is their warm-up round. Not too sure. I believe it's this Freedom Robotics that are practicing. So you can see them there starting to get their warm-ups in with whatever they need. During the warm-up phase, for those that aren't familiar with robotics, this is kind of where they begin to just really check and see that, make sure everything's good coding-wise, make sure that their engineering books are in check, and making sure that there's nothing faulty with the robots, like a loose wheel, a loose piece, or a battery that needs to be changed. Is that right?
Yeah.
Sweet. Quite a few robots on there. A lot of them have really similar designs I'm seeing. A couple 4-wheelers. That one's just got 3 wheels, just like a tri-wheel. He's doing a couple donuts there on the practice table. So whenever you guys did this competition, what were the bots that you guys designed? What were they like?
The bot that I designed, it was very tall. It had like circly eyes, and then we put googly eyes and eyelashes on it, and yeah. We mainly went for the creative thing when we built that robot, and then our other robot was for coding and stuff.
For coding? Okay, so you had 2 robots. Okay, so what was the coding robot? What did that one look like? What went into that design?
So for the coding one, we had this little button on the back and the front. So once you push the button in the back, it would go, and then once it hits the button in the front, it would go backwards.
Okay, awesome. Caitlin, how about you? What kind of robots did you design whenever you were a part of this?
I wasn't really a part of it.
You really weren't a part of it?
No.
It's all right. What kind of robots, stick out to you? What are your favorite kind of designs that you like to see?
I think like really vibrant colors.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, me too. I love the change. Most robots that I think you see in this competition are usually just like, black and dark blue. Yeah, I agree. I like the vibrant colors, like those yellows, those oranges, those reds. Even like those purples and pinks, I think really look good on robots.
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys, and if you look now on your screen, there is a warm-up going on one of the soccer playing fields. This will be interesting to see. That's a bit of a wider robot, like you mentioned earlier, Aaron. I think that's going to be a really good benefit whenever it comes on later on. Looks like they're starting to get set up on table 2 over here now with 2 robots going head-to-head. The robots on the right side of the screen seem to have a really similar design almost. They almost look identical, at least from here. They look smaller. That might be pretty beneficial. I think they'd be more agile whenever they're smaller, but
It may be more efficient smaller because they could get around the bigger ones a lot better.
I agree, yeah. I think the bigger the robot is good whenever you're trying to, prevent them from getting around you or from controlling the ball. But I do agree that, having a smaller robot would be able to get the ball around them quicker, much more mobile. But, I feel like it'd be a little bit harder to control just because of how fast it's moving. That's a cool design, that robot right there. Look at the height on that one. That's probably the tallest one we've seen. And then, yeah, it's got a little small counterpart. I think that honestly might be best, having, you know, one larger robot on one team than a smaller one to do the nitty-gritty dirty work, for so to speak. And then that larger one to definitely keep the control going on.
Yeah, I think it's better to have one smaller one and then one big one, because the one big one can stay back and defend while the smaller one goes and scores.
For sure. Looks like we're about to have a match go underway here. They have very similar designs on both teams, it looks like. On this side that's closer to us, with the pink towers and the orange towers, they look really similar other than those color differentials. And then on the other side, also very similar. We'll see how this plays out. It's going to be really interesting. Yeah, like I said, I've never seen robots play soccer before, so this will be really cool to see.
Yeah, it's very new.
So what schools did you guys come from whenever you guys did robotics?
When I did robotics, I came from Pat Henry.
Pat Henry, okay.
I've never really done robotics, but
Yeah.
if I were to, I would have done it at Central.
At Central? Okay. Middle school, right?
Yes.
Marvelous. That's a goal right there for that red team on table 2. Is that robot doing a little celebratory dance right there? Did you guys see that?
Yeah.
Set to go again for another round. So take a look at those controllers there on the left side. What exactly do those controllers do? Do you guys have to program those yourselves as well?
No, you just have to add like a cord that connects it to your robot, and you can control it like that. It's like a gaming controller.
Yeah, but I say it looks real similar to like a PlayStation controller almost, except I'm seeing what looks like to be a screen there in the middle. So that's why, yeah, a little different, but I'm liking it though. Okay, I see. Yeah, real similar to a gaming console controller.
Yeah. For the controllers, you can either add a cord to connect it, or these little blue like chip things that you can put in.
Okay. Match underway here. Red team is getting that ball real deep into blue team territory. Blue team looks to be struggling to get on top of that though.
It's going to be hard to get it out of the corner.
It is, yeah, they cornered that ball. I don't think that they're going to be able to get out of there unless they can get an angle on it, which they're trying to do. They're starting to roll it. They could roll it all the way into the goal. Blue team needs to get there and block that from happening. Take a look over at the other table now. This is table 1. Blue team's taking it all the way down, and they just scored a goal. It's a point blue.
Those spikes on the sides definitely helped.
For sure. Yeah, that's a really cool design. I think that especially is going to be really beneficial whenever, especially that ball gets in that corner like we just saw, for getting it out, getting it in there and prying it out. I think that's going to be really good.
Yeah, very beneficial.
So I'm seeing the top part of that blue team robot there. Why is it so tall? What do you think that that's for?
I feel like it may be to like, I don't know.
I was gonna say like that might come down. They just scored a point there. Well done, blue. But I thought it would come down. But then I'm seeing the flags on the team colored robots. So that's gonna be blocking that from coming down. So yeah, it's really interesting to see what that design choice was there. So guys, if we take a look here at our challenges that we have for the day on these papers in front of us, we've got 4 separate challenges. Of course, the Robot Skills Challenge, the Programming Penalty Kick Skills Challenge, a Creative Design Challenge, and then the Engineering Design Notebook. So the Engineering Design Notebook, I feel like, is a little bit different than the other competitions. It's more like personal-based instead of robot-based, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what exactly goes into an Engineering Design Notebook for these competitions?
So when I was in robotics, we didn't have any engineering notebooks, but from what I've heard, it's where you put down all your ideas for like coding and what you did to code it, so you can keep track and you can show them how you did it.
Okay, so it's basically just like a step-by-step instruction manual of how you coded your robot and how you set it up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. That'll be an interesting challenge. It's definitely a lot of the finer details kind of challenge where you have to make sure that you're getting everything right, I feel like. Back here on table 2 now, taking a look. That ball's stuck in the corner. And guys, just a reminder, please keep up with us at Lawton PS on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter for all your Lawton Public Schools updates, school closing updates, anything to deal with Lawton Public Schools, and here on the YouTube channel, LPS TV. Please be sure to keep up with us, follow us, subscribe, do whatever you need to keep up with Lawton Public Schools. Back now on table 2, that ball is stuck in the corner. They got it out earlier, red team did. We'll see if they're able to do it now. Looks like they're going to call it a draw for now and reset. Taking a look back over at table 2 off to our right now. Robots are moving around. Looks like a good game going on. Current score on table 1 is blue team at 2, red team at 0. Table 2 looks like they're about to do a reset, bring in a couple new teams. So with the Creative Design Challenge, guys, you know, we mentioned the design of the robots. Is the Creative Design Challenge especially designed for those kind of robots, like creativity, what they look like?
Yeah, because when I did it, we just put a lot of decorations on it, and it really cool. But I feel like when they judge it, it's more about like creativity and outside the box thinking.
Outside the box thinking, okay. So what exactly would be considered outside the box thinking? I mean, I guess, you know, we have like the normal box robots that are literally, yeah, just square boxes, but what exactly would you be looking for if you were a judge for a creative design competition? What would you look for?
If I was a judge, I would look for stuff that isn't like imparted with like the robot parts, like stuff that's not included with the robot to make it look more decorative, and yeah.
Okay.
I would definitely look for like uniqueness and things that like stick out to, you know,
Yeah,
that make it look more fun.
for sure. So you mentioned colors earlier, you know, like the more vibrant colors and stuff. What if it was like just like, you know, like a very bland?
Park to report to your table. Table 1, Lady Eagle Warriors and Robo Warriors. Table 2, Robonauts 2. And Crosby Park.
The design is good, but you also want it to be functional.
Yeah.
And that's something that I feel like design can get in the way of whenever it comes to that creative design contest, because not only are they judging based on...
At table 2, I need Robonauts 2, that's Woodland Hills 1, and Crosby Park Robotics Team, table 2.
And harder to drive.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's definitely a disadvantage.
for sure, for sure. Taking a look over here at our coding table, it looks like. They got another soccer game, I believe, going on over there, and they're getting the other table set up again for another competition.
Along with the Eisenhower Robo Warriors. At table 2, I need Robonauts 2, that's Woodland Hills 1, versus Crosby Park Robotics Team at table 2. Schools, if you are looking to practice at the practice tables, I could have Twinkle Toes, Almore West,
Let you guys get a good look
Superbot
around
Hawks,
the gym
Edison
here.
at one of the practice tables,
Lots of schools
and the
have
Freedom
shown up.
Stars
All
and
across the
Bulldogs
schools
one
area,
at one of the
elementary
practice
schools.
tables.
Like I mentioned before, there are currently 32 total teams. And guys, if you look here, we have actually the team names. Which team name sticks out to you guys? I mean, 32 to pick from. There's a lot of really good names here for these teams. I think for me personally, it's got to be either Twinkle Toes. The Red Meteors are really good. Team Eddie Bots, Split Bots. Like I said, there's really just a lot of good team names here.
So girls, when you guys are talking, you talk a little bit louder, okay? Like get right in the mics. Can you hear yourself?
Yeah. Sorry about that audio issue, folks. We are back now taking a look around the LRC gymnasium here. As you can tell, there are a lot of schools that have come out this year. Taking a look at these teams here too, guys. 32 total teams that have come out this year from the elementary schools in the Lawton Public Schools area. Take a look at these team names. We mentioned it while the audio cut out before we knew. Just about the team names. There's a lot of really creative team names here. What are your guys' favorites? So for me again, I think it's either Twinkle Toes, the Soaring Helo's pretty cool. Let's see, the Four Musketeers is always a classic. What do you guys think? Do you guys have a favorite team name? Just take a look on those papers there for you.
From what I see, Mini Raiders looks cool.
I dig it. Yeah, that's a really cool team name.
I like the name Galactic Stars because I like space and stuff.
Yeah, awesome. Galactic Stars are legit. All right, guys, take a look now over there at the coding table. Looks like they're about to get us another soccer competition going. A little bit different though, a little bit more than one soccer ball. Looks like they're going to be actually doing something with that coding to try to maybe knock all the different soccer balls in. Maybe they're each worth a different point. That should be really cool to see. And over there on the warm-up table again, they're seeing the other teams starting to warm up. Some similar robot designs from all these different teams. But I'm seeing that one over there in the far corner. I'm seeing like that wide, almost like a farming combine kind of thing, reaching out.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be really, it's also got hooks on it, which I just now noticed whenever I turn to the side. That's going to be really beneficial, I think, for soccer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It also looks like that plow thing on the combine looking robot looks like it kind of goes in and out, almost like it's spring-loaded almost.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'd be really cool, especially whenever, since it gets on the wall, you know, it won't scrape, it'll move and bend. That'd be really interesting to see.
Yeah.
Tables. There should be Robonauts 1 and Crosby Park Robotics team. What? How are there two?
One, guys, that soccer game is just now going. Either that or they're warming up. Looks like they're warming up, actually. They're going to get set up now. So how long does it take to get these robots ready for a competition like this? Because it looks really, really complex. For people that really don't know, a whole lot about robotics, what really goes into it, and how long does it usually take to set up one of these?
Well, for us, it took a while because, well, it also depends when you start. We started like 2 to 3 months before it started, and it took us about a month and a half to finish it.
Is that building and coding together, or just
building?
Just building. Okay.
And that's without decoration and stuff.
Yeah. So how long does coding usually take?
Coding took a while, like probably a month.
About a month, wow.
That sounds like a really long time.
Yeah, especially since coding is literally just a bunch of zeros and a couple ones here and there, right?
Yeah.
It's really,
It also
really
depends
difficult.
what you coded it for, because our robots were kind of complex. So, yeah.
Yeah, so what were your robots designed to do? What did you guys have them do?
We designed them so they have pressure points, like I mentioned earlier, and it was to go fast. We coded it to go fast and to go back and forth.
Okay. Was there, what kind of competition did they have you guys do with your robot? Was it like a maze kind of thing? Was it just getting from point A to point B or picking up anything? What exactly went into that?
Ours was just going to point A to point B, and it was like a race.
Okay. That's pretty awesome. Remember that last year they had a couple mazes that the robots had to get through, and if you made your robot too big, it wasn't going to fit around those corners. We saw that a couple times last year for sure.
Yeah, last year a few robots got flipped over because of that.
They did. So taking a look at the warm-up table here, you're seeing again just a lot of similar robot designs with the wheels and stuff. Almost one almost went off the edge there. Good catch. So what's the benefit of having 4 wheels as opposed to 3? Because we're seeing very similar design choices for both, 4-wheelers and 3-wheels. What exactly is the benefit to each?
I think with 3 wheels, it can help better with steering the ball and like passing it, like we said before. And with 4 wheels, I think it makes you have more like sturdiness and firmness, so you can control where you're going a lot better.
Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing, especially at least for the 4-wheelers, they're having a bit more of like the shields up at the front for the ball to go into. And then the 3-wheelers also do, but it's a lot thinner.
Yeah.
It's more of like a pusher, well, as opposed to the 4-wheelers who are more of like a hook kind of thing, you know what I mean? So yeah, really interesting design choices that you could really go with here for these students. And I think they're doing really good so far with these designs.
Yeah.
Table 2 looks like they're getting a recharge, maybe? I believe that's what that blue cord is.
That is for either recharge or the controller. Yeah.
Okay, controller, gotcha.
That was the cord I was talking about earlier.
Yeah. And so whenever that cord gets connected to the controller and the robot, does that insert like a chip? How does that work exactly, or does that complete?
So for that, you have to go to the robot and press, because there's like a little like tapping thing has like a screen, and you go down to your robot's thing, and then it'll like connect it, kind of like Bluetooth, but not like Bluetooth.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense, because they moved it and then took it out and it kept moving. So that's why I was like confused if it was like a wired connection that they needed for that robot to move, and then it really wouldn't be beneficial because that robot's moving around, it's going to get tangled up in the ball and the other robots. So that definitely makes sense. So it's like a Bluetooth connection, actually cable.
Sort of.
Okay, nice.
It also charges your robot and controller as well.
So how often do these robots need to be charged?
We charged ours every night, and it kept it through. But if you don't charge it every night, then that may be a little problem.
Gotcha. Okay. So take a look over here at this other table. I believe that this is table 1. Looks like a pretty even matchup between red and blue team there. Blue team's trying to box out red, that you guys can see right there. And other blue team robot over there doesn't have his flag. Looks like he's just kind of moving around, but it looks like he's trying to get in the fight. Red team has the ball now. They're trying to angle it in there. And they got it in there. And they're getting reset on table 1. There's the whistle blow. Wonder why they don't have the flag in that other blue one. I guess it's just not staying in there or something like that.
That may be like the cause. That's most likely the cause. Or they just couldn't get it in time.
Yeah. Looks real good. Blue team's making the comeback though. They got it way down deep in red territory, but it's moving back the other way. The no flag blue robot gets the corner there, but that ball is still rolling. Now it's deep into blue territory. Red team's going to try and take advantage of that. They have to for sure. Blue team knocks it in the corner though. Could be a smart move. Red team's got possession of it though. Now they're in the corner there.
I don't think they're going to be able to get that one out.
I don't think so either. Yep, they have reset it. It's rolling back now into red team territory and back into blue territory. Kind of looks like a stalemate right now. It's just right there in the middle. Current score on table 1 at the moment is red team has the lead by 1. Current score is 1-0. And it looks like they're going to call it there. And they're going to get set up for another matchup on table 1, it appears. Looking over at table 2, looks like they're getting ready. Probably some warm-ups going on now. Ball is in center field, so they're definitely going to get ready for this. I could say, at least for myself, over the first couple rounds here of the soccer matchups, that I'm honestly enjoying these a lot. It's, you know, it combines a sport, but it also combines a lot of knowledge and design choices, like we've mentioned before. They have to take for these robots, because especially if that ball gets in that corner, it's going to be extremely difficult to get out of it.
Yeah. It makes you have to think a lot more about how you design your robot and code it so it can do really good.
For sure. Blue team's getting a warm-up there with that ball, looks like. And there's that spring-loaded kind of combine one that we saw before. Take a look there. There is our state or district superintendent and his staff. Good to see Mr. Hine here today, supporting the elementary school students in the robotics competition. Table 1's got a competition going on right now. Blue team, that robot on blue team's got a flag. It almost looks like a jousting kind of flag almost.
Yeah.
It's a smart design, I feel like. Oh, look at those spikes on the wheels there. That's actually really interesting by that red team.
Definitely.
So do you think it'd be more beneficial to have those spikes or like kind of like the hooks on the end of like that long piece at the front that we saw earlier with a couple bots on the warm-up table? You think the spikes are better or those hooks?
I feel like the hooks are better in my personal opinion because if it gets in the corner, you can get it out a lot easier and it gives you more space to work with and it's easier to move around with the ball.
For sure. So what would the spikes be beneficial for?
The spikes may be beneficial if you want to pass. You can just get the ball and turn it and it should like pass it.
Okay. That was a really good pass by blue team there. They got red team back in. Looks like a 2v1 right now. I don't know where the other red team bot went, but looks like blue team's gonna try to score. Red team's got the ball. Blue team steals it now, puts it back in the corner behind red, and red's gonna keep backing it into the corner. The red team bot doesn't look like it's got anything special about it with like either spikes or a hook kind of grasp on the front. It just looks like a regular robot. I wonder what their design choice was there. Yeah, it definitely is a 2v1. Look at, oh, there's the other one. It's coming in now.
Crosby Park Robotics Team 2.
Crosby Park 2.
Ooh, blue team almost scored there. Red team just got the block there. And we're back. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the commentators table. Taking a look again here at the LRC. As you guys can kind of see, if you were tuned in earlier, there was a lot of light on our faces. That sun is starting to go a little bit behind some clouds. So we are back in business. It's a nice day here in the LRC for a robotics competition. Again, I'm Mark Lowe. I'm the guest commentator, joined alongside Aaron and Caitlin. Aaron is a former robotics champion, right?
Yeah.
And then Caitlin is a student at Central Middle School who's joining us with the robotics competition. We are really happy to be here again for another year, guys. So, as I mentioned before, guys, 32 total teams. What elementary schools did you guys come from?
I came from Freedom.
Freedom?
I came from Pat Henry.
Pat Henry, okay. And what kind of, did you have a robotics team whenever you were in elementary school?
I don't think. I'm not sure.
Nothing at Freedom?
They just added ours in 5th grade when I was in 5th grade, and that was the first team for Pat.
Okay, awesome. Sweet. And then, so robotics, at least for me, is a little bit past my time in elementary school. Yeah, I went to Whittier in the early 2000s, so yeah, we didn't really have robotics or anything like that, but it was still really cool to see. It's cool to see now all the opportunities that our students in Lawton public schools are getting with robotics and other STEM major things. And take a look here now at our coding table. Looks like they're resetting. I believe at the coding table with the soccer balls, the idea behind that is the smaller soccer balls are probably worth more points because they're a little bit harder to control. And then the big ball there is for less points, but still points because it's easier to control. And I believe possibly you're trying to get them into the goals to score points for your team, I would assume.
I would assume, yeah. Yeah.
So these computers that we're seeing right here, what's on those? What are the students doing with that?
That is where you code the robot and put all your coding in and how fast you want it to go and where you want it to turn and if it, like something bumps into it to turn and all that stuff.
Okay. So that's like the actual program that you guys use for coding. Ooh. So these robots like actually aren't controlled. The coding itself is just a command, and as soon as you hit like execute command, it does whatever you tell it to do, basically?
Yes.
Okay.
And from the looks of it, they're doing PK things, which you code your robot to go forward, hit the ball, and hope it goes into the goal.
Okay. So could you code your robot to, say, go forward all the way up to the goal and pause right at that goal line and then turn around and go back? Or do you have to like make it go a certain way to hit the ball and then go in?
It all depends on how your robot is built, because that one that's about to go on table 2, I believe, it has 3 wheels, and that may be a little harder to hit the ball with.
I believe this is actually the penalty kick competition. Just judging off of my soccer knowledge that I know, yeah, that's usually where the ball goes whenever they're shooting penalty kicks. So that is interesting that the penalty kicks is a actually coding challenge. I thought it was going to be controlled as well, but yeah, it makes sense that it's a coding challenge in programming.
Yeah, it'd be a little difficult to code your robot to know where the ball is on the controller.
Oh, for sure. Take a look here at table 1. Looks like they're getting set up for another matchup here, guys. That's a cute little design robot there. It's got spikes on the front, it looks like. What's the benefit of those?
I feel like those could probably help control the ball a little more, just and like make it stable.
Speaking of controlling, is it like hard to maneuver it or is it like fairly easy?
It's a little hard because you have to get it in like the right thing, or else it'll go like backwards, as you can see. And
okay.
it's a little hard, yeah.
All right, that makes sense.
Back here on table 1, looks like they're starting to get a warm-up going. So yeah, again, we're seeing the spikes there on that little, it kind of looks like a box. It is pretty much a box on that one robot over there on the top right part of your screen there. Looks like they're getting set up now though, red and blue team. Looks like red team's trying to coordinate their robots together. Blue team's got some interesting design choices. They've got that kind of pushed out bar thing and then those spikes. I think those are going to be pretty beneficial as opposed to red team, who looks really similar with their design choices. Doesn't look like they have like a bar or spikes either. It almost looks like they have like a little compartment that ball can fit in. And that would make sense because it's right there close to you. It's hard for bots to get in there and get.
Yeah. With the spikes, it's to help the wheels be on. And so they could have added longer ones or shorter ones to make it like poke out or not. But that is for like the wheels to stay on.
Interesting. Take a look here now at table 2, guys. Got a competition going on. Red team's got the ball in the corner. Deep in red territory as well. Looks like they're going to get a reset here. And they're underway. Blue team's got the ball. He shoots it deep into red territory again. Red team needs to get something going. Blue team blocks red from getting to that ball. Blue, and unfortunately, it knocks it back all the way into blue territory. Got the ball underneath his hook there. That's not good. He gets it out, though, and passes it down, and that ball goes back into the corner over in red side. So looking at that blue robot there, it's got those 2 little spikes in between the wheels. I wouldn't say they're spikes, but those 2 little blocks in between the wheels. How is that beneficial? Oh, a wheel fell off for blue team. That's not good. They're going to take some time to fix that. So how often does that happen? How often does like a bot malfunction happen in that case? Because we just saw, yeah, that wheel fall off. Has that ever happened to you?
It's never happened to me. I've seen it to other people happen, but since I was in robotics, that's the first one I've seen that's the wheel fall off.
Awesome. And that's a point blue on table 2. They take the early lead 0-1. They got that wheel fixed and got the point. Well done, blue. And ball is now in play. Looks like they're fixing up the bot again. That wheel needs some more attention. It's currently a 2-on-1. Red team has the chance to go tie the game here, but blue team needs to really get in there.
It's going to be a little more difficult for blue now since it's 1-2.
For sure.
So what exactly goes into like building it and making it like ensure that it won't fall apart?
Well, there's nothing really specific. You just gotta go for it because there's like instructions on like an iPad for you to build it, the basic.
Okay.
And so once you build that, you just kind of add on to the robot and just hope for the best, really.
Okay.
Awesome, and that was a wrap on table 2. Blue team won that one 0-1, it appears. Over now on table 1, I believe they're doing the warm-up still.
By the looks of it,
Looks like
I feel like, yeah.
I'm not seeing a ball in play, and neither team seem to be too much in a hurry to get to a certain point on the playing field. So yeah, I would assume it's still on warm-up mode. Hopefully they're going to get started here soon. Yeah, if the wheel was to fall off of the robot, I feel like now would be the time instead of halfway through a match like we just saw on table 2 there.
Yeah.
Because they had to take out that robot, and because of that, you know, they were down by 1. So yeah, this is definitely the time to definitely go through and check. And also the warm-up table is there for that purpose as well. Looks like they're ready to go on table 1 now. Just waiting for a referee and a ball.
table 1, it looks like they're just seeing how the robots are doing, driving it, going like forward and backwards, seeing if anything's loose.
For sure. All right, and there's our referee for table 1. She's getting the flags into the robots now. And we should be underway here on table 1 very, very soon. Both teams look super ready to go. Doing some last minute checks for sure. Looks like they're about to... Still trying to get those flags, find them in a spot that they can get them in.
Yeah, from what we saw earlier with that one without a flag, I think that's because they could not get it in.
There's our referee explaining the rules.
So, Caitlin, you're a cheerleader, right?
Yes.
So, you do team building stuff because you're a cheerleader.
Yeah.
So, from the looks of it, how would you say this brings people together to work as a team?
Definitely engaging all of the teammates is a definite way to help, like, more familiarize with, like, what you're doing, how you're doing it, and the people that you're doing it with. Like, you can figure out if this certain person can, you know, help in a certain way, or if, like, not everyone does everything the same. So that's basically team building, helps, you know, get to know how and who.
So it gets to like help people get to know each other better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it definitely helps assess your strengths and weaknesses as a team, where you guys are definitely good at and definitely where you guys are not so good at.
So you can substitute a person who's good at that thing and another person that's also, hold on, I phrased that weird. So if there's, so skill sets, it's basically just skill sets you put together and piece together, kind of like building a robot.
Nice, yeah. So that's really cool. I mean, yeah, you know, it's definitely a team sport, I feel like, 'cause definitely not one person can do it just by themselves.
Yeah.
1 versus Crosby Park Robotics Team 2. My next match on table 2 is the Freedom Stars versus Bulldogs 1. If you are wondering why your brackets may be changed, it's because we had to add someone to the brackets.
Okay, so who are my Lincoln peoples?
Well, they're not supposed to be going yet.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Even on there, I see Lincoln.
Nope. You got to do Freedom Stars first.
No, that's later
That's game
on.
7. No. Game 7.
Still on game.
Yeah, I'm telling you that this is wrong. That whole bracket is wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, kind of worked.
Ladies and gentlemen, on table 2, I should have the Freedom Stars and Bulldogs 1. Yeah. Yeah, no. This is Lincoln. If you are
This
not
is Lincoln.
If you are not Freedom or Bulldogs, I need you to move.
Okay, but I haven't done these guys.
Get in there and get it and score. It's currently 0-0 over there. Also appears that there's another match going on table 2 as well.
This is definitely a lot interesting from when we first started. Robotics versus LPS.
So what's changed in that time? You know, whenever I feel like, were you one of like the first teams, I guess, that happen with robotics. 'Cause I feel like robotics, at least in Lawton public schools, is kind of a newer thing. So how's it changed over the last 3 years?
So when I did robotics, it was the first robotics for LPS, I believe.
You may go to the practice table. You will be up next.
But now, in like the second one, it was a little harder with the maze. So they improved that. And then now it's a lot different with the soccer. And I think they've built up and decided that this is kind of better for teamwork, and yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think so too. You know, it's not only just one robot going through a maze, it's 2 robots working together against another team of 2 robots that are also working together. So yeah, I agree. I think that's definitely more team building. And it also lets you get to know people from across the district. I really feel like it's kind of the main goal of this too, is first off to obviously have fun, but also to meet other people that are interested in robotics from different schools.
Yes, because last year they had to go through a maze and just like one at a time and drag like blocks to like squares to get points. And it was only one at a time, and a lot of robots like fell. So I feel like this is a lot more team building than all the other years before.
For sure, yeah, I definitely agree. Still currently 0-0 on table 1. Looks like they're resetting again. It might be a 1v1 here.
Maybe. It may be a very close game.
I think it is too, yeah. It looks like it's going to be a 1 versus 1 kind of game here.
Maybe to make it go quicker. Bye.
Most likely, most likely. Just explaining some last minute rules here. I believe this is kind of like a tiebreaker sort of scenario. This may even be like a penalty kick kind of scenario.
Yeah, because I know in soccer tournaments, because I do soccer, if it's a tournament and it's tied by the end, they'll give you a few extra minutes, and if you don't score by then and it's still tied, they'll do a shootout, which is just penalty kicks 5 times.
Yep, so there was blue team's penalty kick. Red team's going to get a chance now. Blue team missed it. Is now. Kick is away, and it's off to the right. And looks like they're going to get the other 2 robots in now to try their turn.
I feel like it would definitely be a little hard driving the robots for penalty kicks, because it's kind of hard to make your robot go straight when you want to, because it likes to turn a lot. So it would be like kind of difficult to get that ball to go straight.
For sure, and I also feel like you have to get a good speed go. Oh, here. Yep.
So close.
Yeah, have to get some good speed going, because if you don't, it's just going to roll, you know, a couple inches.
Like it just did now. Yeah.
Exactly. It was perfectly in line, just didn't have enough force on that kick.
Yeah, that would have been so cool if it just went straight in.
And red team missed their first shot. It's all right.
Like you said before, the flags kind of look like those.
Yeah, like jousting almost, like the lances.
Now it's kind of like that, but instead of people and horses, it's a ball.
Yeah. I feel like for this kind of scenario, for like penalty kicks at least, it might be beneficial to have something like underneath towards the ground, and there's a good kick right there. And didn't have enough force, unfortunately.
That'll probably be one of the main problems for penalty kicks, is not having enough momentum.
Yeah.
Looks like they're going to go back to the other robots that just went as well. Give them another shot. That was a good hit. Good momentum. Not enough, though. They're getting right to about that last square right before the goal line. So they're getting closer for sure, but still just not there.
Yeah. I would definitely back up a bit and then like hit the ball.
how fast can these robots go? I mean, you know, we're seeing them move, some faster than others, but it clearly just doesn't seem to be fast enough.
Yes. With coding, you can code it to go faster. I think the limit is like 1,000, and it goes a little faster. But with driving, it's all about skill and how good you can control your robot.
Yeah. So even for these ones that they're controlling right now, like handheld controlling, they also coded those ones as well, right?
Well, it depends if they're going to do the coding thing, because if they're not doing the coding competition, then they don't have to code it.
Gotcha. And red team actually just scored a penalty kick on table 1, so that moves it to 1-0. Checking out here on table 2, though, look at those designs. Those are some pretty tall robots that we're seeing right there.
Very interesting.
Yeah, I'm wondering what those blue circles are up towards the top there. You know, we haven't seen those yet today.
There's like little things on the circle that kicks it up.
Oh, I see. You're right.
So that's really cool.
That's a really cool design. You're right.
Very smart and tactical.
I feel like for penalty kick situations like we just saw over there on table 1 as well, that's going to be really, really beneficial.
Yes, it'll definitely give them a lot more momentum, especially with them like driving forward.
For sure. And red team just scored on table 2, so that's 1-0 on table 2 and 1-0 on table 1. Both have red team on top. Here we go again on table 2.
It's really funny how the red team on table 2 has blue shirts for red team.
Yeah, that's kind of, I don't want to say ironic. Yeah.
It's a bit ironic. It's kind of cool though.
Yeah.
Speaking of red team though, they are getting way down into blue territory now. Got a pile up, soccer balls in the middle. Blue team's pushing out red team there. Red team's trying to get that ball in. And blue team's got the ball now deep into red territory on the other side. Blue team's got the advantage with that little crane thing. They can just reach in behind the ball there and push it out. Or maybe grab onto it.
Or you can pass it to your team. Or if you're like moving distance away, you can just kick it into the goal.
For sure, and it's stuck in the corner. Looks like they might be doing a reset here soon. We'll see.
Because I'm pretty sure this is timed as well by the refs, so...
That makes sense, because yeah, they go to penalty kicks on each side after about 5 minutes or so.
Yeah.
And it does appear that that will wrap it up for table 2, at least for this match. Looks like red team's going to take that win 1-0. And back over to table 1, they're getting set up for another match, it appears. Should be an interesting matchup again. Looks like we got 2 smaller robots there. Both really similar designs again. You know, they got the bar on the front there and those kind of the 3-wheel design. And then on the other side on the blue team, we've got 4 wheels now, and they've also got the bar on the front.
Yeah, so what I've seen, a lot of designs are the same for like all the robots. I am very intrigued with that one where it could like hit it table. That design was like really cool and very like original.
Yeah, I agree. I think the 3 wheels are a lot easier to maneuver in and out of those corners that we've seen earlier today. But that 4-wheel is really dominant whenever it comes to just standing still and holding its ground. I think if like a 4-wheeler has the ball, I think it's going to be hard to get it out.
Yeah.
And here now on the penalty kicks over there on the coding table, as you guys are seeing on your screen, looks like we're going to be seeing how that goes. Really interesting design for the coding one. They've got 2 bars on the side and then 1 singular block in the middle, which I think is going to be really good for penalty kicks. Here's what you're seeing. Got it all the way up and missed it, but the robot went into the goal.
I can definitely see why they added the yellow string now.
Yep. That'd be a tough mess to clean up.
Yeah. because if you drop the robots, it could mess it up, of course. It'll end up like that one who lost its way.
Oh, for sure, yeah, except it's, widespread. The whole robot just exploded on the ground.
Yeah.
Good design choice by whoever is in charge of the arenas, the yellow string. So we're seeing all those other different kind of balls that, the big ones and then the small ones now. For the coating wise, do you think it's just whichever ball you can get through the goal is good? Or can you coat it to where it goes around the arena itself and tries to hit each ball in?
I'm pretty sure it's just that one, because with PKs you only have one chance to get it in with one ball, and you have to stand right there.
And take a look here now at table 1. Looks like they're getting ready for another match. They've also got another match that appears going on table 2. And welcome back here to the commentators table, guys. Again, my name is Mark Lowe alongside Aaron and Caitlin. We are here at the LRC gym, and as you guys see on your screen now, you guys can keep up with us at Lawton PS on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and Lawton and LPS TV on YouTube, where you're watching now. Make sure you guys subscribe, follow, turn on those notifications to keep up with everything and all things LPS. And like we mentioned before here, guys, 32 teams here at the Junior Robotics competitions from all the high schools, elementary schools in the Lawton Public Schools area. So, we've already mentioned which teams you guys have come from, which schools you guys have come from, but what competitions here that we've seen so far have been your guys' favorites? The soccer ones are the new ones. We've also got the Creative Design Challenge coming up and the Engineering Design Notebook, which is also kind of being judged, but what do you think is most important and which one's your favorite?
I feel like the most important is probably the Engineering Notebook, because that lets you put down all your steps one by one. But my favorite is probably the coding, because it's a lot of fun and it gives you a lot of experience.
Definitely the most important is the same, as she said.
The Notebook?
Yeah, but I'm most excited for the creativity one.
The creative design one, yeah, I think that's going to be really cool to see, all these awesome designs, see what these guys can do with their robots. If you kind of look around as well, if you're here in the gym, there are some designs going on right now that we're seeing these sponsors helping these kids out with building their robots, adjusting them however they need. And yeah, it's really cool just to see, the robotics design thing taking off, because like we mentioned before, it's fairly a new thing. This is only the 3rd year that the competition's been in place. Yeah, I think it's just really cool to see this happening in Lawton Public Schools.
Yeah, it's very, very new to robotics, but sometimes you just got to take a leap of faith and hope for the best.
For sure. And taking a look down there on that table towards the bottom, guys, those are the trophies for each competition, followed by some medals and ribbons and stuff like that for everybody. Take a look here now at table 2. We got a game underway. Red team has the ball in their own territory. Blue team's going in. All 4 robots seem to have the same design, which is a really interesting thing. So that's pretty evenly matched up, I feel like. Blue team has the ball deep in red territory, and that's a goal. Blue team scores. Well done, Blue. Score is 0-1. We haven't really seen the blue teams, at least the teams that are assigned to blue teams, score much today. It's mostly been a red team dominance on all fronts, both on table 2 and table 1.
Yeah. Most of the time it's red, but I guess blue is flipping the table right now.
For sure, and now looking again at table 2, red team's got the ball deep in blue territory. They can get that around. They gotta hook it though. I don't think they're gonna be able to. Oh, maybe. They can bounce it. There it is. Red team needs to get down there into their own area and defend, because blue team's about to take that and head down there. So you mentioned it's super, Aaron, you mentioned it's super hard to control the robots. We're kind of seeing that now, how they're running into each other. Do you think that's intentional, or do you think that's unintentional?
Sometimes I feel like it's unintentional, but sometimes when it's like clustered and everyone's running into each other, I feel like that's on purpose so they can like get the ball back. But when it's like an open thing and they run into each other, it's definitely probably accidental.
For sure, and we just saw, that red robot just come into the goal itself. So I agree, yeah, I think it's some of it's accidental, but, like you mentioned, it's really hard to control, so a lot of the time they can't really help. Kind of got a stalemate there. Red's got control of the ball and a blue robot on top of it. Can't push one, can't push both, you gotta push one, but looks like it chose the robot over the ball. Again, current score on that table is 0-1. Blue team is on top. Over on table 1, they've also got another matchup going on.
On table 1, it is currently 0-all, I believe.
0-all, okay. Looks like a blue team's member's flag is falling out here. It looks like they're actually going to call it right there. Blue team wins that round on table 2. And over now to table 1 at that matchup. Again, very similar designs with the robots here. It looks like 3 wheels. They got the bars on them. We'll see how that plays out.
Last year I kind of got a little tired because the maze was kind of a little boring, not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot more, I guess, attention grabbing with the soccer going on, because it, not only caters to robotics and people interested in STEM, but it also, is also interesting to see for people in the sports.
Yeah. Yeah. That could also bring a lot of people interested into STEM and robotics. People like sports a lot, so if they see this and they see that it's sports, they could get into robotics.
For sure. Looks like it's currently 0-1 on table 1. Red team has the lead by 1 point. I believe they're going to get a reset here. Actually, I take that back. I believe that is the end of that round as well on table 1. They're taking the flags and declaring red team as the winner. And welcome back to the commentators table, guys. So, Caitlin, again, you mentioned that you were with cheerleading at Central Middle School and how that's really team building. How exactly, we mentioned already, that robotics is similar to that. But what exactly do they teach you guys with team building stuff?
Definitely including and trying to figure out the best way to either perform or definitely the best way to perform and, just be out there.
For sure, and yeah, I think that you think that also kind of goes along with robotics as well?
Yes.
I definitely agree. Here's some driving practice on the warm-up table. You can see them getting the bots ready to go. I believe these guys are about to come over to table 1 to play in some soccer. It actually looks like that robot might have actually fallen off. Looks like they're fixing it up now. That is thankfully the purpose of the warm-up table. That's where you should make your mistakes before you actually get onto the soccer field or the penalty kick field and it falls off there. And taking a look here now at table 2, got another match going on. Blue team's almost had it in there. They were literally just about a centimeter away. Red team stepping in front of the goal to block that, though. Interesting design choice by the blue team robot there. What do you think that is on the back? How it's kind of layered up, almost like an easy chair, You got the little wood bars, or in this case, plastic bars on the top. What do you think that's for?
I feel like that is to block the other robots from coming behind them and give them space. And that was a really good score for Red Team.
Yeah, absolutely. Red Team definitely came back, like we said just before. Blue Team literally had it a centimeter away from going into that goal. And Red Team took it and brought it all the way down and scored there. ended up getting the points. Blue team with the early lead though, they're taking that. Red team's trying to block that ball in.
Blue team may have a redemption right here.
AB, we're moving it back out to center. Red team's got the ball on the hook. Blue team's got it in their territory. They're trying to move it up now. But I don't think they're going to get it past that red team hook. That's a really smart design choice.
Yeah, definitely could like trap the ball from them.
For sure. And it definitely, it gets kind of underneath the robot as well. So that not only incapacitates the robot, but it gets the ball pretty much controlled the entire way.
Yes. It just be sure not to hold it too long, or like the ref said, you would get a yellow card.
Yep. It's just a struggle between these two robots right now. That's a bounce off that blue robot. They're trying to back it up now and get it going down to the other side. And here we go. Blue team's got the ball. They're trying to move it on. And it's not there yet. And just backed it into that corner where that robot was just now.
It was very close to goal.
It was, yes. They just needed to move a little bit more to the left, and I feel like they would have had it. Blue team's in control, though, now. Oh, they almost had it again. They just missed it.
That's always like the most nerve-wracking thing. It's like it's so close.
It's super frustrating whenever it's almost there. So close, but yet so far for this blue team.
Blue team, oh.
That's the second time they've actually almost gotten, actually the third time they've almost gotten it into the goal. 2 times on this point, and 1 on the earlier point where red team came back and scored. But now it's all the way down in blue territory again. Red team's kind of in control here right now. They've got the 1-point lead.
Yeah. I believe it's 1v2 now.
I believe it is 2, and red team is the team that is currently down. Blue team has everything in their power to go ahead and tie this game, but I don't think they can pass that red team just design. You know, it's that hook that's really getting them.
Yeah.
There's been plenty of opportunities where I feel like blue team could have gotten it past it if that wasn't for those hooks on that red robot.
Yeah. The red hooks definitely help them block and take it away from the other team. Yeah.
For sure. And I believe that they are going to call that game right there. Red team is going to take the win, 1-0. Yeah, it's unfortunate for blue team. They almost had it 3 times where they could have scored. Looking out here at table 1, it is currently 0-0.
I've noticed a lot that once they score 1 after a few minutes, they stop. But it keeps going to just like 1-0 or 0-0.
For sure, and red team just scored on table 1. A couple interesting designs on red team. We're seeing those kind of hooks there, almost like a hallway, it looks like. One's a little bit higher, and one's almost like kind of like an archway, you know? Oh, that blue team just scored. We're tied up on table 1.
That was fast.
It was. And here we go, guys. This is for all the marbles, pretty much.
I believe they're gonna let them score 1 more time and call it, but I could be very wrong.
I would think so too. Yeah, next point wins. That's a really interesting design by red. I like that. I think that's really smart. You know, having that archway, it boxes it in to where other robots can't steal it. But you have to keep up with that ball, because every time you hit that ball, that momentum's going to push that ball forward. And as long as you can keep it in that archway, I feel like that's a really smart choice.
Yeah.
Looks like both red teams actually have that. Oh, nope, just the one.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's kind of like
the angle.
the one other red robot that we saw that was a 1v2. It's kind of like that, but a little different.
Exactly, yeah. And the ball is now in the blue team corner. Remember, we believe next point wins it. They've almost got it. It almost looks like that red team robot with like the bars on the top there. It almost looks a little too tall for the ball.
Yeah. That's definitely a flaw.
Yeah, I definitely did notice that, but I don't know, they could have done it on purpose to like whack the other robots.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or I mean, I feel like it's also it might be clipping just the top of the ball, and then control it that way. But I really feel like that's gonna hurt you in the long run because that ball, that soccer ball. I mean, I went up to the tables before we began, and those are just basically stress balls. So I feel like it's just gonna move underneath. Yeah, as you can see, like it just did right there. Yeah, it's a smart design, but I feel like if it was lower,
It would have been a lot better.
I feel like you have a little bit more control. And here's a look, guys, at our brackets for right now. So you can see we are currently through the first round. We are on to the second round of the brackets now. Teams are going head to head here at the LRC gym. No sign of stopping. Remember, it's a sudden death match right now over on table 1, I believe, between red and blue team, which are both tied at 1 point.
They may just do penalties here in a little bit.
They may. You can see behind the bracket board there all the other I keep saying high school. The elementary school teams are getting ready for their competitions that are coming up, and they also have their sponsors helping them out as well. And here's a back look at table 1. Looks like, yep, they're going to go with some penalty kicks now to secure it. Red team with the hit first. They pushed it in, and it is a point. Red team takes that first penalty kick, 2-1. And blue team is going to try to do their penalty kick next.
I feel like with those flat bars in the front, it's kind of like a chance. It's like you can either go one way, which is good, or another way, which is bad.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, you got to really line it up, centered up. And blue team could not make the penalty kick. Red team is going to take that game, I believe. Yep, they will, 2-1. Back over here on table 2, they're starting to get underway with their next matchup.
For the PKs, like you said earlier, Caitlin, the square, it could go both ways. And that's why I feel like a better design for it is having little hooks at the bottom of the square, so it'll go straight and not
Yeah, definitely.
Here we go, guys, now on to table 2. They're getting set up. And Aaron, I kind of agree as well. You know, like I mentioned earlier on in the show, that last year it was a little bit more dull as compared to this year. You know, last year had the mazes, and of course, you know, to some people that's interesting, but you know, for most people, I feel like it's not as engaging as the soccer match is. It's not as team building as that.
Yeah, it doesn't really draw people's attention as much as this one.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really feel like anybody that's, you know, as we mentioned before, anybody that doesn't know anything about robotics could really be watching this and just enjoying the soccer match as well.
Definitely.
Who knows? This might even become something that's, you know, really professional. You know, you have like battle bots and stuff like that on TV, but you could have soccer robots or whatever you want to call it. Obviously, you need to workshop the name a little bit, but you know, this could be something that goes on nationally, and that, you know, these kids here could really grow up and start watching that, and they may even end up one day, you know, on battle bots or soccer robots or doing something with robotics. And that's a point on table 2 for the blue team. So blue team takes the early lead, 0-1. They're going to go ahead, get reset here.
I really do love the soccer thing though, but that's also because I do soccer, but it also engages me more into this, and it makes me want to do robotics a lot more.
For sure. And blue team with the steal again. They had a chance to score right there. They couldn't get in there. And they've got the ball still, though. They're moving it down. It's on the goal line, and it's pushed in. Goal! Blue team takes the 2-0 lead. Well done, blue team. Red team's ready to go, man. Look at him. He's right there in the middle. Ball's down. 2-0. Blue team leads here on table 2. Looks like they need to adjust the red team bot on table 2. Blue team's got the ball again deep in red territory, right on the goal line. I don't think they can get it past that red bot while he's sitting right there. He's kind of puppy guarding the goal.
That is kind of like a good strategy, though, to kind of help block the goal a little bit.
For sure. I agree.
Yeah.
And blue team, you can see that robot that's got the ball right now has got those hooks on the sides of them. So it's getting right in between that corner and that ball, and it's pushing it out, which is a really smart move, like we mentioned before, especially with this soccer competition. I feel like next year if they do this again, we got a roadblock going on with the robots there. Ball is back in middle.
I don't think you can for over a period of time. I'm not for sure.
For sure.
Because I saw earlier they had to move the robot that was in the goal. But that could also mean it got stuck.
Yeah.
And this is Freedom Robotics here on red team, as you guys can see on the shirts. Kellen, that's your former school.
Yep.
Oh, they just got unfortunate. That was a red robot went to the goal. Ball didn't go in, and blue team got the point. 3-0. And blue team is dominating right now on team 2. That is crazy. I think that might honestly be the highest scoring Nash we've seen so far today. 3-0.
Yeah. Yeah. Because like I said before, it's mainly just 1-0 or 1-1. It doesn't really pass 1.
Red team's getting the ball down there in their territory now. Let's see if they can get a point on the board. Blue team's got the ball though. And they're pushing it down to red territory. There's no one to beat. Red team's trying to get down there.
I think a red robot got
It's hooked, and it's a point. 4-0. Blue team absolutely dominating on table 2 right now. 4-0.
Man.
Red team needs to at least get a point on the board. Red team got the drop off. They're trying to maneuver it. I don't know if they can get it though. Blue team's just too coordinated. Blue team's sealing it again. Can they put 5 on the board in this competition? And it's a point.
Yeah, this is definitely the highest points we've seen.
Oh, yeah.
That is now 5-0 on table 2. I believe that they're going to call it there. Blue team wins 5-0. Guys, that team right there is going to be something to watch out for going on later on in this competition.
It's going to be very interesting watching them go against other really good teams, like that one robot that we saw that had like the hooks that they couldn't get past. That one is going to be really interesting to
for
see
sure.
them play against them.
And now back over here on table 1. Got a matchup going on right now. Ball's in the corner. Looks like they're going to try to do a reset. That score now is actually tied at 1 on table 1, both blue team and red team. Looks like we're making some adjustments to the robots here for blue team. We'll see what happens. They might be doing some penalty kicks. I think they are actually going to go to penalty kicks out here on table 1. Yep, they are.
Yeah.
Red team's going to get first ball. It was a kick off to the side, though. Not good. Here goes blue team now setting up.
I have seen a lot though, like the squares, like what we just saw with the red team, for example. Every time it's like a square, it definitely goes off into the corner a lot more than straight. Yeah.
For sure. I feel like they might also need like some sort of like funnel thing, because you're right, if they don't hit it, like if they have like the bar and they don't hit it center mass, that ball's gonna go off to the right or left. Kind of like what we just saw right there, how that one just went off to the left pretty much immediately. You gotta really hit it with the center force and momentum.
Yeah. And that's why I feel like having little hooks on the side just to steer it in the right direction is a really good design.
For sure. She's pointing to that line. That's the limit to where the robots can't pass. That's a really good kick. It's just short. Oh, okay, no, just short. Couldn't get a good roll. It was right there on the line, though. That was really, really close.
Yeah. If it was a little over, it would have gone in. That would have been perfect too. Oh yeah.
And that one's not good either. They got to keep going.
As we saw just then, like we've said before multiple times, it keeps going to the left.
For sure. All right, here we go again. Red team with the kick. And it's too far to the right, straight into the corner.
These penalty kicks may go on for a little bit. Because what I've seen, they keep going into corners or barely going in.
This is the one earlier, or actually it's the next red one that had a really good kick. So we'll see if this works. Blue team hits it. Oh, that looks slow. Just not enough momentum.
Definitely needs a lot more momentum. Yeah.
For sure. Here's the red team one that just kicked it a few minutes ago and almost had it. It just hit the side of the goal.
And as we see, they are backing up quite a
Oh,
bit.
whoa. What was... That's not good. Looks like they're going to give him a redo. Nope, they're going to count that one. All right, well, here we go again. And that line, guys, if you don't know, that is the line that the robots cannot pass whenever they hit the ball. That line that the ref is putting her hand down on, that's again the line that the robot can't pass over. But they have everywhere in between there to try to get the momentum to kick that ball.
Yeah, definitely would back up quite a bit for momentum.
For sure. And that was a good hit. Oh, it's in. That's going in.
Yeah.
That is a point for red team.
That was smooth.
And the blue team is going to have one more chance to tie it. If they do not get it in here, red team is going to take the win 2-1.
It's going to be really interesting who ties it. Yeah.
Blue team needs a miracle here. They haven't been able to get that ball past pretty much the second line after that halfway point. So, let's see what happens. They need a good hit here, and it's a hit. It's going to be off to the side, though. And red team is going to take that win 2-1. That was a really good penalty kick match, guys.
Yeah. The red team definitely had it more.
For sure. And again, guys, welcome back to the commentator sailing again. Mark Lowe alongside Aaron and Caitlin. Be sure to keep up with us at Lawton PS on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, guys, and LPS TV on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe. That way you guys can follow and keep up with everything and all things Lawton Public Schools. We're here again at the beautiful LRC gym on a really beautiful Friday. Spring is finally here outside. It feels nice. Summer's not too far away, and this semester at least is almost wrapping up for our Lawton Public Schools area. Here's a look here at your coding penalty kick table. They're getting ready to go again, making some final adjustments. That's kind of been the quiet side of the gym today. We haven't really seen a lot going on over there.
We definitely saw a lot more of driving, for sure.
For sure, it's been a lot more manual control. But here goes the coding. He just missed that. It's going to run all the way to the wall and even a little bit more. He's going to back up actually now. So he's got some adjustments he needs to make for his coding.
Trial and error.
Trial and error, absolutely.
That's like the whole thing about coding those purpose is to mess up and see what you did wrong. It's very fun.
Yeah, and I remember, you know, I'm going to sound old, but I remember whenever I was in middle school, which honestly wasn't too long ago, about 10 years ago, I was actually at Central Middle School as well, and that's whenever we started to really get to notice coding. Believe it or not, we did. I believe it was called an hour of code was the name of it. Don't remember too much. I just remember it was a little more complicated for my liking, but it was still really fun. And that's honestly what they're doing over there at that table as well. And it's fun to see, you know, people that actually know what they're doing with coding. Because I know I definitely don't. So it's fun to see people that know what they're doing being able to do that and how that works, trying to get those points onto the board for their team.
Yeah.
And guys, just again, welcome back to the commentators table. Again, Mark Lowe alongside Aaron and Caitlin. Aaron is in high school, middle school, Central?
Yeah.
Central, and Caitlin's also at middle school at Central. And then I'm obviously in college at UCO. But we are here again commentating for LPS robotics competition, junior robotics competition for the third year in a row. Taking a look here now at table 2.
This is the third robotics, I believe, for LPS. I do really hope they continue to build and make more fun things for kids to do for robotics. Because when I did it, I only had 1 year to do it because I was in 5th grade. But it was very, very fun, and it made me learn a lot.
For sure, and yeah, just like I mentioned from last year, the change has been huge. You know, we're not seeing mazes, we're not seeing, you know, just single teams going along. We're seeing teams working together with people from other schools, which is, I think, a step in the in the right direction.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see what kind of new challenges they bring next year. Because I mean, you know, this year we have soccer. Last year we had a maze. So, I mean, honestly, I'd like for them to bring soccer back. I think this is a really good idea that they came up with here for robotics.
Yeah.
And you're taking a look now at table 2. Looks like a 1. Yep, 1v1. Red team's got the ball. No, take that back. Sorry. It is a 2v1. Red team has the ball. They are getting it around blue team right now.
I do feel like if it is like a 2v1, which sometimes that does happen, I feel like it'd be better for one robot to stay behind and kind of block that other robot and the other one scores, because that'll help score.
Yeah, for sure. And we just saw red team score right there. They go up 1-0 on table 2. Here we go again, guys. And red team's got the ball. They get the drop.
They may score again.
They very well may. They keep backing it into that corner, though. It's a common thing that we're seeing, at least on table 2, is backing it into the corner and trying to get possession there. Blue team's trying to fight off red team, but red team's got 2. I don't know what that one in the back is doing. I think he should move up and try to play some offense as well.
Yeah.
Blue team's got the ball now, trying to back it into their own corner. And they do. And they're moving it along now. At least they're trying to. Remember, score is 1-0. Red team just scored about a minute ago.
It would be really interesting to see if the team scored on themselves. I don't think that's happened today.
For sure. And red team with a big kick. Blocked by blue, though. I feel like that would have gone in if blue wasn't there.
This kind of reminds me of foosball, the table game.
Yeah.
For sure. And this is, you can at least tell by the shirts that the blue team right now is Hugh Bish and the red team is Woodland Hills. Looks like they may be calling it right there. And they are indeed going to call it right there. Woodland Hills is going to take the win 1-0 against the Hugh Bish Knights. And our brackets are starting to get filled up for the third round here, moving right along in the robotics competition for this year. Looks like we got some teams going to go ahead and get started out here on table 1 now. Oh, that's a cool design. Look at that. Look at that. These are
Yeah.
clothes that you were talking about.
Yeah, that's fun. That is definitely what the judges are looking for creativity.
For sure. I mean, yeah, that's the first googly eye, or at least robot with eyes and a personality, it looks like, that we've seen today.
Yeah, so that's what we did for robotics. We had one specific robot for coding and driving, and then one mainly for decorations.
For sure.
Reminds me of Cookie Monster.
That's what I was thinking too, a purple
Yeah.
cookie monster. That's funny. Alrighty, and looks like that's their turn on the coding table, the penalty kicks. Here we go. We got another match starting now on table 2, just went underway. Red team gets the first touch. Blue team, though, quick to respond. Oh, blue team just found a little corner there they can get to. Red team's kind of got the flag going at a jousting motion again, like we've seen a few times today.
And blue got that in red's corner just now.
They did. Blue team is kind of taking the momentum here early on. Oh, they could score right here. Oh, they just missed the kick, though. Ball is rolling back down. It's now into blue territory.
Yeah, as you can see, it's very hard to control the robotic because, yeah.
That for sure. And red team's now got the ball deep in blue. They almost just went for, they did go for a shot there. Blue team, though, was right there to stop it. And blue team now has backed it into a red corner again. Blue team with possession. They're trying to find a way out of that corner. They don't really have a hook or anything to really pry it out of that corner. They may stick it there and just have a reset, and that is what they're going to do. Ball's been reset. Rolling back down into blue corner.
We've definitely seen that a lot today. Green and stuff. That also happened for the maze. They got stuck in the corner last year because they had to get big blocks, small blocks, and spheres into little circles and stuff that it was for. And some robots got stuck in the corners and they had to help that and restart.
For sure, and they also got, the blocks and the spheres in there as well, if I remember right, and that was pretty difficult to get out, but we also saw those spikes kind of come into play last year as well, just not in this kind of capacity, because, they weren't trying to go against each other. It was mainly just kind of a at your own pace sort of thing, but they were timed, and it also was based on how many points they got in that maze. Oh, blue team! Oh my goodness! They almost had that too. The ball just kind of came back at them. If blue team can get turned around, they can definitely take that to the house.
Definitely.
Oh, that was a good hit. Good hit, good hit. Come on, blue. Red team's actually got some spikes on their wheels, I'm seeing now. Come on, red. Come on, red. Go block that.
And they got it back.
They did. And that ball's rolling deep into blue territory now. It's going to go down quite a ways, and blue team's going to lose quite a bit of progress.
That ball is right in front of that blue goal. Red could score right now if they really wanted to. Yeah.
And it looks like they might. It's right there. Oh, they just need to push a little bit more.
Oh.
And it's in.
Oh, okay.
I believe.
Maybe? I believe so.
Haven't seen an official score change yet.
They may have restarted. Yeah.
Oh, that's unfortunate. It was right there.
Man.
Blue team did get, or red team rather, did get stuck just a little bit there, so that would make sense. Looks like they're going to actually resort to penalty kicks here now. Who are they going to let go first? I believe it's going to be...
Blue?
Me?
I don't know. We'll have to find out and see.
At least I believe it's penalty kicks.
I think they're just restarting.
Nope, it's penalty kicks.
Yeah.
All right, red team is going to get the first kick here. Remember, they can't pass that line where the ref's hand is. Oh, he's lit. And, oh. He had the momentum and he had the lineup. He just kind of kept going, and I think that's kind of the struggle as well.
Especially with robots that have the hooks that can like turn it, because the ball could get stuck and like go sideways.
For sure. And here we go, blue team. That's a straight shot. They're gonna knock it just to the right though. And not enough momentum.
Seems like on table 2, someone just scored.
Yep, hearing some cheering going on from table 2.
I believe that is red on table 2.
Yep, red just scored on table 2. We'll go to that in just a minute, but here's the penalty kick on table 1, and not good enough. It just went into the corner. Blue team's lining up their next penalty kick. A little bit of a wild kick. He just passed the line though, but I kind of saw what he was going with. He was going to try to bounce it back and forth and with that last hit get the momentum going, but I don't think that robot really counted for how fast he was moving.
Wasn't really performed well.
Exactly. And here's red team lining up for their next penalty kick. Looks like they actually got some needles or those drawing a blank on the word for them, but actually in between spikes. Thank you. Yes.
It looks like the back one's longer than the front, and like the front one goes in through the wheel more.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's going actually inside the robot's design itself where the ball goes. I don't know how that's really beneficial. You're losing room for that ball to bounce around in.
Yeah.
Unless it like keeps the ball in just enough so it doesn't slip through.
Exactly.
Because sometimes you can't really help the spikes poking out because it is like the main thing for the wheels.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have those, I don't think the wheels will stay on.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It'll end up like that one robot who lost their wheel.
And there's the red hit. That's, oh my goodness. Looked good at first, but as it kept going, just wasn't there.
I think they're letting the other robots do the gigs right now.
And here we go. Oh. That's a kick, yeah. It's unfortunate.
It's another reason why 3 wheels may be a little more harder because it'll definitely turn around, especially for penalty kicks, because it can turn and then it'll be like hard to like get into the third wheel.
For sure. Yeah, this looks like that they're having an issue. They're just keep hitting it on the wheels. They need to try to get more center mass because that's really where most of your momentum is going to come from, and it's a straightforward momentum. It's not going to dart either way. That's going to be a hit with the wheel. Oh, that's tough. See, just too far off to the left.
That is like the main problem with this one at least is it keeps going to the side and not straight.
Yeah. That's something to be worked on.
Yeah.
For sure, and that's actually a really good hit by red. I believe it just hit the side though, but they're starting to kind of starting to understand of where they need to hit that ball.
But at least now with this, they can see what they're doing wrong. So if they do it next year, they can see what to do this time.
Oh, just short. Blue team's starting to understand it too. That was really good. And here we go. Red team's going to try to hit it with their needles there. They're going to go center mass. That's a really good shot. That's in. Red team takes the point.
Let's see if blue can tie it up again.
And blue team needs this to win. Not to win, but to tie the game. Here we go. Blue team with the hit. It's,
barely.
That was...
It had good momentum, just wasn't lined up.
Yeah,
Red team's going to take the win there, 1-2-0. That's going to be a wrap for that on table 1. Take a look here at table 2 now. They're starting to get warmed up. There's Freedom again. And I'm not too sure what this green team is, but
That one over there.
someone's got some pizza in the back there, you can see, making sure that our students are all nice and fed. Smell of pizza starting to get in here in the gym. Take a look here over at the coding table.
Looks like Woodland Hill is doing the coding right now.
They are. It's a really good design choice that they have there for coding. It's that robot that pushes.
It also gives them a lot more space, so it can push it a lot early and still go fast.
For sure.
Yeah.
There it goes. That's a straight shot. Oh, that's great. Oh, not enough momentum.
Yeah. They definitely got to code it to go faster for that one. If they coded it to go a little faster, that would have been like a perfect shot.
Yeah.
And it almost seems like that the tables might be a little bit up, like on like an incline just a little bit, just the way that stopped abruptly. So yeah, you're definitely going to need a little bit more of a momentum switch to push that fast. It was a good attempt though for Woodland Hills on the coding table.
I have seen Woodland Hill is winning a lot of the controlling. I'm not so sure about coding because coding has been a little quiet. But definitely for controlling, I've seen Woodland Hill a lot winning.
For sure. And take a look here now at table 2. Got another matchup going on. Blue team has got the ball right now in a corner.
That is a very smart design for blue.
How's that smart design?
It has it's just for like the ball, so blue can, well, red can like sweep in. It's not as big for them to sweep in and steal it. It's just big enough for the ball.
Okay. And table 2 is going to get a reset here now. I see what you mean there. Yeah, it's definitely a lot more ball oriented. Oh, 5 fell off of that red robot. Ref's adjusting it there. Here we go. Underway. Oh, pile up right in the middle. Blue team's going to win that outcome though. Blue team seems to be popping some wheelies there trying to get to that ball.
Yeah.
Oh, blue team's picking up his own member and the ball.
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Do whatever it takes to win, I guess, huh? There you go. That is a nice little hook design though on that blue robot though that I've seen. That's really smart.
And it's not too hard to like, yeah.
Currently, blue team has the ball in the red team territory. Score is currently 0-0. Nobody scores soon. We might be having to do some penalty kicks before long.
That'll most likely be the outcome, but you never know. See how that goes.
Red team's now got the ball in the blue team territory in their corner.
Blue team seems to be trying to get that out of the corner, and yeah.
For sure.
They may need to reset it if they can't get it out here in a little bit. But I believe with that design that blue has, they can definitely get it out. They just have to hook it. There we go.
For sure. And there's also another matchup going on over there on table 1, and also a team going on at the coding table. Pretty much a full day here at the LRC for the robotics competition. And there's blue team now. They're trying to get that ball out of their territory over here on table 2.
And it looks like it's in their corner again. It is very deep inside blue territory. Red could score at any moment.
They could, and red team's trying to push that ball, but blue team's definitely going after, lost a flag, but blue team is trying to get that red member out of the game entirely. It's smart, because that red robot right there has been an issue for the blue team this entire game that we've seen. Blue team needs to work together now and kind of working against each other. There we go, blue team's got the ball, he's bringing it down, and that's a point.
There we go. That is a nice point for blue team. So if red can't score here in a little bit, they're just gonna have to call them up and blue them. Yeah.
Yep, blue team takes the 1-0 lead early on. Take a look here now at table 1 though. They have got a close game going on. I believe it's 0-0 at the moment. They're getting a reset here. Red team's got the ball now, pushing it into blue territory. Forgive me, it is not 0-0, it is 2-0 on that table there. And that's what it's going to end on. 2-0. Red team wins over there on table 1, and on table 2, blue team just won 1-0. We're getting the next round going here. Brackets are starting to fill up over there. We are about to get underway here, it appears, with round 3 before long. Finishing up the last round 2 matches. Lots of teams here from all the elementary schools across the Lawton Public Schools area. And again, welcome to the commentators table. My name is Mark Lowe. I'm joined alongside again Aaron and Caitlin, both Central Middle School students. We are here again at the LRC for the 3rd year in a row for the Junior Robotics competition. And guys, it has been a fun day so far. Wouldn't you guys agree?
Yeah. Yes.
So it's been, again, your favorite part of the competition so far?
So far, it's definitely the controller, but the coding is very cool as well.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, we've seen again, there's 4 different competitions that these guys are competing. It's the Robotics Soccer Skills Challenge, which is where they drive with controller, 2 teams of 2 against another team of 2. They work together to score most points. The most points that we've seen scored so far today have been, I believe, 4 points, right? 4-0? 5 points, yes, forgive me. 5 points, 5-0. So that seems going to be a scary one to watch out for. I didn't catch what school they were from, but they are going to be a rough one to watch out for. The other competitions, they have a programming penalty kick skills challenge, which is a completely coded competition. It's been very interesting to see so far. Haven't really seen a lot of action from it, but we've seen some really cool coding designs. A creative design challenge, which we've seen a robot with a couple of really cool designs. One that looks like a purple cookie monster, which is really funny. And then they've also got the engineering design notebook. For that, that's basically a notebook where they have to. Aaron, just explain it, because you know what it is more than I do.
Basically, it's a notebook where when you code and build, you basically write it step by step, and so you can look back to see what you did wrong and what you did correctly, and it proves that you coded it and it's your own work.
Yeah, exactly, and that's probably one of the more important parts about this competition is that engineering design notebook, because that again tells you everything that student did and how they did it, and it's just, yeah, like you said, a really vital part of this robotics competition. As you guys can see down there on that table, that's the trophies that will be given out later on today in about an hour and a half or so. So stick around for sure, see who wins, which elementary school from Lawton Public Schools is taking home the gold in each competition. Take a look here now at table 2, though. We've got another matchup going on. Score is currently 0-0. This is round 2. This is those guys again, guys, with that gateway design and then that bar robot design. That's a little too high. Yeah.
A little too tall, yeah.
They're back playing again. And the team that actually scored 5 points earlier in the first round, I'm seeing, is over there on table 1 now. again, could not catch what school they were from, but
And on table 2, it looks like that one robot with the long arms is on blue team now.
he is indeed, yep. We'll see what happens again. We're starting to get into I believe this is the quarterfinals right now.
Definitely very intense for the teams right now.
Yeah.
It is in blue's territory's corner, and we'll see if they can get it up or not. And it looks like the blue robot is using the bat to try to get it out.
For sure, and they are trying their best.
And it looks like blue's turned around. That could definitely give them an advantage.
Team just scored on table 1, forgive me. It makes the score 1-0. Blue team is the team that scored 5 points earlier on in the day. They are down now actually by 1 point. Here we go again on table 1. Blue team's coming in clutch now.
A lot of cheering going on.
Lots of cheering going on. A very interesting design choice by the blue team there. Oh, he is maneuvering that blue team. The teamwork. Teamwork by blue team ties it up, and that is exactly what we're looking for in this competition as well, is how good these teams work together. And blue team, phenomenal teamwork. One robot passed it to the other one, which knocked it in.
Really good teamwork.
And blue team again is taking charge here early on table 1. And blue team almost there. And it's a point. Blue team takes a 2-0 lead on table 1. This is what we saw earlier on in the day, guys. They were completely dominating the competition pretty much the entire way through in the first round.
Yeah.
And here we go again on table 1. Blue team again just dominating. They are getting it right there. It's actually underneath that blue robot. There they go. They got it out underneath. Gonna do a reset.
Let's see if they can get it up to 5-0 again.
We'll see. And here we go.
It looks like blue team is taking the ball.
Yep, blue team again is charging through. Point.
That is another point.
3-1 lead for the blue team.
That blue team must be really good.
Yeah.
They are. 5-0 win in the first round. Now a 3-1 lead in the second round. I think these guys are probably going to be the favorites to win it going on through the day.
I think they've got this in the bag.
Oh yeah.
Here's an aerial shot now of it. Brought to you by our great media team at Lawton Public Schools. Oh, red robot got stuck in the goal. That leaves it back open though. Can blue team capitalize on that? Red team's blocking blue team from getting to that ball. They've got it in the corner, red team does. And blue team's coming in there to try to get their hands on it.
I guess that is a really good idea though, to make the robot a little smaller, because the small one right now on table 1 is the one scoring the most.
Seems like they called it, I think.
Most likely.
Yeah.
For sure, and they just called that game on table 1. Blue team just won 3-1. Again, guys, that blue team, which I, again, don't know what school that is, but
I think it's Edison.
I believe so too, yeah.
Yeah.
Edison. Oh, that's not good. Dropped the controller. But that is the one mistake they've made today, and if that's the one mistake they made today, I think that they're going to be doing pretty good. currently 0-0. Looks like they're about to get this game going. Looks like it's penalty kicks now.
Like we said, the game's a little too high, so that kind of doesn't help the PK.
And this is the team, the red team here. This is the team with that arching robot, and then the one with the bars that look like it may be a little bit too high. And then on the blue team, they've also got that really, really good long bar on both sides with the hooks on it. I don't know the official term for it, but
It's almost like a prong.
yeah, exactly.
It's like the farming thing.
That combine, that's what they're called.
Looks like they're having a little trouble steering.
So whenever they're having a little bit trouble steering, because we haven't seen that today yet at least, what is the cause of that, do you think? Or could it be a number of things?
It could be a few things. You have to be really, really precise with your fingering, like your fingers, and where you put your fingers in, because like the slightest movement to the left will cause your robot to go like really far. So you just have to be really careful.
For sure, and here we go again, guys, on table 2. These are the penalty kicks to the side. What happens here?
I would definitely angle the robot up a little more straight. Yeah. Oh, and it looks like the other robot is going to take it.
That works. Little wobbly.
Yeah.
That's going to count as the... Well, maybe not. They're going to let it slide. It was lined up. Just needed more momentum.
That was close.
Extremely close there.
That's what's been happening a lot today with PKs. It's gotten really close and then just stops. Yeah.
Just can't get that momentum going. And here we go. Oh.
And this maybe
That's good. It just doesn't have enough momentum.
That was
but
so
they are
close
getting,
too.
They're getting really close. Remember, they can only go past that line that's immediately following the yellow circle on each side. So they can really push it quite a ways before they stop.
And it looks like it's back to the first robot they used. Yep. They may be having a little more difficult with this one controlling it as it looks. This fire, yeah.
Yeah, there's got to be something going on with this robot right here. That's giving it just a little bit of issue.
Yeah. It could definitely be a problem in the long run.
A good shot. Good momentum. He's just got to line it up a little bit better than that.
Yeah.
Taking a look here again, guys, at your penalty kicks on table 2.
And it looks like
They're
trying
backing
to
it up. I don't know if that's a good idea, because it looked like beforehand they were actually doing really good with like the arching thing. They kept it straight, and all you had to do is just stop and give it enough momentum.
It looks like this one's going backwards as well.
Interesting.
And that goes far off to the left.
Good momentum again, just not lined up, and that's something that's definitely being that's definitely something that's a struggle right now.
Yeah, it's a big thing. Let's see if Red can score this one. Definitely one of my favorite parts of the controlling is definitely the PK. And that looks like
good momentum. Oh, just short.
So close.
Just short.
That's so frustrating.
Here we go again, guys.
Looks like they're backing up again.
This is a very evenly matched team on both ends. Looks like he's going to try to turn it around, maybe. Nope, we're going to get the other guy in. And here we go. Line up the shot. It's not enough momentum. Remember, guys, this is sudden death, so next point wins no matter who scores. It appears that they're going to move the ball a little bit closer, actually.
Just to get it moving along a little more quickly.
Just a bit. This should, I guess, in theory, be pretty easy if you line it up right. And that's what we mentioned earlier on in the broadcast, guys. You know, those bars up at the top, they're just a little too high.
It rolls under too much.
It does.
Like with the blue team for this one, since it's a lot closer, if they use that robot that they're putting in right now, they could definitely score, I feel like.
For sure.
Yeah.
Here we go. This might be it right here, guys. It's forward. It's... Oh, just didn't line it up right.
I really feel like they should put the other one in for the PK instead of the long one, because the long one kind of looks like it's not doing well for the control.
For sure. And taking a look here now at the red one. Remember, next point wins it. And it's just not lined up good enough. Oh, they're getting so close. Ooh, not enough momentum. Oh, they are getting extremely close. Blue team, that's it. That's it.
Perfect.
That's point blue.
We'll have to see if red can
Check out the celebrations all around on the blue team side.
Little dancing robot in the corner.
They may be giving red one more chance.
That may be it.
And it does not believe they will. I believe blue team. Blue team will win that one 1-0. What a matchup that we just saw, guys. That was probably the longest overtime penalty kicks that we've seen today, for sure. And we are starting to get underway here now, guys, with the semifinals. Over on table one, we're starting to have some teams get lined up
For PKs, I believe.
Yes, actually this is the quarterfinals now. I apologize. We're getting set with the quarterfinals right now. Semifinals to come next. We are moving right along here on the robotics competition for this year. Over on table one though, like I said, they're starting to get set up.
So, Caitlin, since you're a cheerleader, you know how it feels to win and lose.
Yeah.
How do you feel losing and winning, like, builds your team up together a lot more?
It just shows that we have, it helps with, like I said, trial and error. It helps improve what we know we're doing wrong and to know to improve and fix that issue.
Yeah.
And how about you, Aaron? You play soccer. What's yours?
Well, soccer is a little different from cheerleading, but with ours, our teammate says it's okay and we compliment each other, but our coaches will make us run, but that's just part of it.
For sure, but you know, going into losing and winning, what do your coaches tell you guys whenever you win or lose?
So whenever we win, it's typically just like, oh, good job, but when we lose, we really have to focus on what we did wrong and what we could fix to make it better so that we do win.
Yeah, with my team, when we win, they either take us to get like ice cream or pizza, and when we lose, they make us run a lot at practice. But that is just part of doing sports, having discipline, so you can do better on the next part and do better.
Alrighty, guys, and now taking a look at your screen here. This is Pat Henry Elementary. They're starting to do their coding and taking a look at trying to build up their robot, trying to fix it. They are actually filming this themselves as well.
Oh, it's very cool.
Some junior media people coming up. Something to look forward to for LPS Media's communications department. Take a look here at table one, guys. Score is is currently 1-0, I believe. Blue team has the lead there. And then on table 2, it's the complete opposite. Red team has the 1-0 score over there. And blue team just scored again. So now it is actually 2-1 on table 1. Forgive me.
Woodland Hill.
Oh!
Well, not Woodland Hill. Yeah, Woodland Hill is definitely a good team. Yeah. But so is that one blue team that scored 5-0. Definitely. Be interesting to see those two schools go together.
Some cheering going on for table 2.
As we get closer and closer to that final championship game, guys, you're going to start hearing these teams get more and more hype for their crowd. And even the parents in the crowd are going to start getting a little bit more louder because there's a little bit more on the line than there was at the beginning.
Definitely getting more tense.
For sure. Red team's robot almost just went for the goal there over there on table 2.
At table 2, it is that one team who got 5-0.
Is it now? Okay. Currently tied on table 2 as well, all ones.
This may be where they mess up.
This may be.
Maybe.
But taking a look here now on table 1, blue team has the lead and they have possession of the ball. Red team's trying to come back. They've got a spike on red team's tire there. Oh, blue team's got possession and they are deep in red team territory. They got the ball stuck in the corner though.
They may not be able to get it out. I believe it's going to be a reset.
It is a reset.
Yep.
Table 2's competition is getting louder and louder as well.
Yeah.
Really good matchups here today, guys, in the semifinals, quarterfinals, and that's a point for blue team. They take a 3-1 lead over on table 1. Here's a look over at table 2 now, where it is tied 1-1. And looks like it may be a reset.
They may have to do a PK on this one.
This is Edison and Freedom on table 2. And it's on table 2 at least. They're pushing that ball deep into the corner.
May have to be another reset.
I believe you're right. I believe this is going to be called a reset here soon, unless they can get it out of that wall. And taking a look over at table 1, that game just wrapped up. 3-1, blue team won. Bit more close here though on table 2. With both teams again being tied at 1. And they got the ball loose now. Blue team's knocking it down. They've got no one to beat. Blue team teamwork almost just scored. A little bit on the red team side, and it's moving down towards blue team. They're about halfway now. They're at midcourt.
They're at halfway now.
And it's moving back down towards the red team side.
Blue and red is battling really hard on table 2.
That's a reset. Won't be long before they go to penalty kicks over there on table 2. They got a pretty nice crowd forming around them right now as well.
Definitely.
I believe these may be penalty kicks right here, guys.
I believe it is. Yep.
Yeah. It is.
And it looks like blue is taking the first penalty.
Remember, it's tied at 1-1 between Freedom and Edison. Pioneer Park is actually about to start on table 1 as well as Freedom, the other Freedom team. That's a good hit by the blue team there on table 2. by Edison, just a tad bit off. You're right. Needed a little bit more momentum, but it looked pretty well lined up. Here we go now. Freedom with the kick. And just not enough momentum over there. And here we go again. Edison's gonna get another shot here. They need some solid momentum here to keep going. Good hit, good lineup. Just short.
Let's see if Bryce can score.
We'll see. And just a reminder, Edison was the team that, at least in the previous 2 rounds, first round of the day, they won 5-0, which is the biggest score we've seen today by any team.
And then the second one was 3-0.
I believe it was 3-1 actually, but still, really, really impressive score. So this is their first overtime experience that they've had to go to. I feel like as we get closer and closer to the championship game, that
It's definitely going to get a lot more interesting.
it's going to get a lot more closer. I feel like we're going to be seeing a lot more of these kind of penalty kick scenarios coming in. In fact, it wouldn't surprise me. It's a point by Edison. They just score and go up 2-1 against Freedom.
That is a point for Edison.
I wouldn't be surprised, guys, as if the final game, the championship game, comes down to a penalty kick like what we're seeing right here. All right, guys, Freedom Elementary gets 1 point, 1 kick, 1 try.
One try to
Keep it in, keep the overtime going. If they don't make it, not to jinx them, but no team has done it yet today.
no team.
And that's good. It's a really good one. It's momentum. Just short.
Edison's doing a little dance.
It was perfectly lined up. Perfect. Could not be any more right down the middle. Just not enough momentum.
That is a big issue we've seen today.
That has been. It's always been the momentum that hasn't been doing good for people. For any team, really.
Yeah.
And Edison is going to move on to the semifinals. And taking a look now over there at table 1, they've got a matchup going on right now. The ball's over there on the wall. Can't see the scoreboard for this one at the moment, but it appears to be, actually, can't see it now, it is currently tied at 0-0. Here we go, this game is about to get underway. Well, Caitlin, we really haven't seen much of the little Cookie Monster robot that we saw earlier. Kind of a letdown. That's kind of been the most interesting design one that we've seen so far today.
Yeah.
But which one's your second favorite? Which one have you liked the best? Well, second best.
Like design-wise or?
Yeah, just design-wise or
I
just...
really liked the box one. Yeah.
It's definitely been interesting. This is actually, I believe, the That's the combine looking one with like the really long arms and the hooks. Be interesting to see how far they go in this competition.
Yeah.
They've kind of been arguably the second best team, I feel like.
Yeah.
Behind that Edison team that we had play earlier. There's a look at our brackets right now, as you guys can see up there at the top. Team Edibots from Edison will be playing Robotics from Woodland Hills in the semifinals. And then down below, the Superbot Hawks from Edison will be playing the winner of this matchup on table 1, which is between Freedom and, I believe, Pat Henry. A lot of good matchups that we've had going on today, guys. It has been quite an exciting day here at the LRC.
Definitely.
Blue team here on table 1. That's Freedom is trying to really get past Pat Henry here. We got a few blocks. Ooh, just almost missed. Almost made it, but just missed it. Just missed it. Over on table 2, there's another matchup going on. Red team just scored. They're up 1-0. Here we go again, though, on table 1. It's currently tied at 0. Okay, here we go, guys. This is Woodland Hills versus Edison on table 2. Edison is the team that's currently down at the moment. Woodland Hills has the 1-0 lead. Edison is the team, at least this team from Edison, is the team that's been doing pretty well scoring-wise today.
Yeah.
So it's very rare, very, very rare to see them down this early on. They're gonna get to go again here, though. And there it is. Taking a look here at table 2 again. This is Edison versus Woodland Hills. Edison is the team, again, that's been doing really, really good today scoring-wise. They are currently down 1-0. So we'll see if they can make a comeback here.
Ooh, it is Edison against Woodland Hills. Woodland Hills has been doing really good so far. So that's really interesting.
Woodland Hills has the ball. They're taking it deep into Edison territory. It's right in front of the goal. And it's through the line. Just came back. Edison needs to get some points on the board here. They're starting to run out of time.
And it is going down to red, I believe. Let's see if blue can win it back.
Edison's pushing it down into their territory.
Red is persistent and keeps pushing through though. Yep.
Quite a lot of robot adjustments going on here. It is a pretty even matchup right now. Just Woodland Hills has that edge over about that point. Edison needs to work together here. It's going to be a reset here. Edison needs these points. And it's... Here we go, starting to drop. And... getting close to time. Here we go.
Edison may lose this one. By the looks of it, it looks like Woodland Hill is in the lead, and they may win this one.
Woodland Hills, guys, is taking the win there. Edison, what a phenomenal run they had just now. There's Woodland Hills, guys. They are moving on to these, I believe, the finals now. Yeah, we are on to the finals.
Yes.
Edison was so close.
So this Woodland Hills team we will see for the championship round. Taking a look over there at table 1 now to see who's going to play in the last semifinal game.
This will be very interesting to watch.
They're on to some penalty kicks, currently tied up at 0-all, I believe, right now. And,
Not enough momentum.
not enough momentum. It kind of angled off to the right just a little bit, but came back.
Trouble. Didn't go straight.
Another miss there by the red team.
See if blue can win this.
It's the one that keeps.
This is the one that's had some issues before.
Yeah.
Remember, guys, the winner of this game will move on to the semifinals, and then the winner of that will face Woodland Hills in the finals. Table 1's been a little bit slower for games today. That's why we're only on the semifinals while another team's in the finals. Or quarterfinals, forgive me.
Woodland Hills does have a very good chance of winning this. They may win.
They may. We're moving right along, though. A good hit, just short though. And off to the side, really good momentum, and we've kind of seen that. It's been switching out either between really good momentum or just not lined up.
Yeah.
Very rarely do we see a team that can do both, at least right off the bat.
Yeah, it takes a little while.
A great push there, just not enough momentum.
Like we said before, a lot of teams do it either line it up really good at first and then not enough momentum,
One or the
it
other.
goes off. Yeah, takes a while. And
That's a good hit. That was a really good hit.
That
That's
was
it.
good. That was really good.
Blue team, I believe, is going to have one more shot.
I don't know what team that is.
I believe that's Pat Henry?
I believe so.
Yes, Pat Henry. Pat Henry just scored against Freedom. Again, the winner of this will move on to the semifinals.
Let's see if they can score and tie.
He's backing up.
If he can do what he did last time with more momentum, they may tie.
And
Pat Henry may win this match.
he's just got to go forward. He's having some struggle keeping it moving forward. And that counts.
One of the things I've seen that's really helped get it in the goal is hitting it with the front of one of those prongs.
Yeah. Exactly. And that will do it for the quarterfinals. Pat Henry is moving on to the semifinals. They'll probably be happening here at table 1 again. And welcome back here, guys, to the commentators table. Again, my name is Mark Lowe alongside Aaron and Caitlin. Both are students at Central Middle School. And we are here again live at the Junior Robotics Competition for 2023, third year in a row. Here's Pat Henry, guys. They just moved on to the semifinals. And they're ready to go 1, 2, 3 on team. And guys, it has again been a fantastic day here at the LRC for the robotics competition. It's been really exciting. We've seen a lot of big surprises, upsets, and a lot of teams that are moving on that are really, really good, just really, really hard to beat. And as you guys see on the bottom of your screen here, be sure to keep up with us at Lawton PS on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at LPS TV, where you guys can keep up with everything Lawton Public Schools related, and just watch LPS videos and content related to Lawton Public Schools. Thank you. And moving on again here, guys, we are now on to the semifinals over there on table 1, I believe. Looks like it's going to be Edison versus, I'm not too sure, but we have our brackets already going. Woodland Hills, I believe, yes, Woodland Hills is in the finals.
Yes.
The team that wins this is going to move on to face Woodland Hills in the final for the championship. So it's going to be really interesting. Be sure to stick around, watch it, because it's been, again, really, really interesting just to see what teams have made it so far today. We've seen a lot of cool designs, a lot of different takes on their robots, I feel like, and a lot of high-scoring games. So we might see that as we get closer to the championship round.
Definitely.
Definitely. And they're actually getting set up now on table 1, as we can see from our commentator's table. So we're going to go ahead and head over there to see what that looks like.
It looks like it's Edison with Pat Henry.
It looks like it's Edison and Pat Henry.
If Edison wins this, they may have to go against Goodwin again.
We'll see how that works. It's, like I said, there's been a total of 32 teams here today from all the elementary schools in the city. So right now, I believe Edison has got, I believe, 2 teams. And Woodland Hills as well has 2 teams. Freedom has like 3 teams, I think, right now. But right now, it's currently Pat Henry versus one of the Edison teams. So it'll be interesting to see how this turns out. Yeah, it may, like you said, may end up being Edison and Woodland Hills again in the final. So we'll see how that works.
That'll be very interesting to see.
And they're about to get started over there on table 1. Looks like Edison is the blue team, and Pat Henry is going to be the blue team. Or red team, forgive me.
It looks like we are waiting for Pat Henry and Edison to finish this, and I believe they'll go to the finals.
Here we are now. There's a live look at table 1. Again, Edison is on your right on the blue team. Pat Henry on your left as the red team. And here we go, guys. We are about to be underway.
It is really funny though, because Pat Henry kept their name from when I did it.
Here we go, guys. On table 1, the semifinals between Edison and Pat Henry. Got an early start there on Edison. Here we go, and they begin.
Ooh, it's getting really intense.
Definitely. Both of them are battling really hard right now.
Yeah, they went straight to it.
And it looks like
better.
it is going to the red side. Blue may score.
Edison almost had the early lead there. Pat Henry's in there to block.
It may be a reset.
It is a reset.
Yep.
Ball is in.
And blue takes it to red again.
Edison moving very, very swiftly.
Ooh, that almost made it.
Ooh, almost had the point. Pat Henry's trying to get it to go the other way. It's been in their territory pretty much the entire game. There they go. They got it.
And
then blue
And
it
Edison
back.
steals it. They need to move it down the field. They need to move it down the field fast. They're moving it, and stuck in the corner again. Maybe a reset.
we've seen that a lot.
It's just difficult, man. You can't really control it that much whenever it's going so fast.
Especially when both teams are battling for it.
For sure.
Definitely very
And there's
interesting.
a reset. Edison with it. They try to pass it behind each other. It's just Edison. If they have it, if they can get it, and they can't.
Pat Henry for the block.
Pat Henry's leaving the corner open there.
Looks like the other robot's just sitting there.
And oh my goodness, Pat Henry bringing it deep down into Edison territory now. Edison's got it. Here's a close-up shot for you. Pat Henry kind of backing it up a little bit into their own territory. Stuck right about the halfway point. Edison takes it. They're taking it deep down into their field. Gets it stuck in the corner again. It's been that same corner the entire day on this.
Yeah,
And that's a point. Edison with the first points of the day on that. It is currently 1-0. Edison leads. kind of at a standstill right here. Henry's trying to get that ball into Edison territory, but that Edison bot is just too strong. It's pushing both of them. Oh, Pat Henry got it out into the corner. Deep into Edison territory now. It's stuck in their corner.
Edison and Pat Henry are fighting for that ball. Yeah. And
that's game, you said? That is game. Edison is moving on to the championship round.
Wouldn't it be Edison against Woodland?
There they are, guys. The Edison team. They are moving on to the championship round. Edison will face Woodland Hills in the championship.
This will be very interesting to watch since they played Woodland earlier and lost.
It will be. And again, guys, earlier on in these semifinals, Edison actually faced Woodland Hills, and Woodland Hills won and advanced to the finals. Edison now has a chance to redeem themselves. And here we go, guys. We are about to get underway here from the LRC with the championship round. Thank you for joining us again today. This is the Junior Robotics Competition 2023. Third year in a row we've done this. Hope you guys have enjoyed it as much as we have. The soccer games have been a new and really impressive touch to the robotics competition. I think everybody's enjoying it, both the students, the people that are working the event, and even the parents that are above us on the watching on the bleacher boards. So guys, it has been a really impressive day. They are taking on each other now, though. There you go. There you see it. Robonauts 2 is the Woodland Hills team versus Superbot Hots from Edison. And they are facing each other for the championship round. This is for all the gold, all the marbles right here on table 1.
And then after that, we will do the bronze match.
We will indeed do the bronze match. That is kind of a loser's bracket, so to speak. So, with that though, it's still, a really good opportunity for teams that just lost, that came up just short of that championship round, to really come back and just try again. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, this is what the entire day has been brought up to, is the championship round, which is taking place on table 1 off to our right, and we will take that to you now. It's going to be a really impressive match, guys. I'm really excited for this one, just to see how it pans out. But we're taking a look at that over there at table 1 between Edison and Woodland Hills. The referee has just come to the table, and we're about to get underway here in the LRC.
We'll see how this goes.
It's definitely going to be very interesting.
Yeah. I feel like it'll be very, very close, because it was close last time. It was 1-0.
Yeah.
With Edison and Woodland Hill. And Edison has a chance to redeem himself, so we'll see what people do.
For sure, yeah. I mean, like you said, Woodland Hills already has the one win over them in the semifinals. This is redemption for them for sure. And they also have a chance to win the trophy out of all this. Yeah. Which are some very impressive looking trophies, might I add.
Very shiny.
Definitely something to bring home to the school, that's for sure.
I believe the coding penalty is done. Or are they still going?
The penalty kicks, I believe those wrapped up just a little while ago. I'm not too sure who won those. I believe we'll figure it out here at the awards assembly, just following the bronze game, so 2 games away. But for now, it is the championship round between, again, Woodland Hills and Edison Elementary.
And then after this, I believe they're going to do the creativity awards.
They will, yep. Still plenty to come here from robotics competition here at the LRC gym. The ref is currently explaining the rules of the championship round. There you go. Now you see it, table 1. This is up for everything. Edison versus Woodland Hills. Be an interesting matchup. I believe this is the Edison team, right? That just scored. Now this is at least the 2 controllers that scored the 5 points earlier on in the day, right?
Yeah. I believe the Edison who lost against Woodland may have been Edison's second team, because I did see other people controlling robots.
I agree. Right. All right, here we go, guys. Championship game is underway here at the LRC between, again, Edison and Woodland Hills. Woodland Hills pushing the ball deep into Edison territory as of right now.
I believe Edison.
Got a pile up in Edison territory.
Pat Henry and Edison are battling for that ball.
Edison's out pushing it into Woodland Hills territory. Again, guys, this is the championship game. This is for it all. They actually popped the ball up on top of the arena there for a second.
I believe this round is to see who goes against who.
I do believe you're right, actually. That's my bad. This is, I believe, the bronze game right here. It is, yes, this is the bronze game. So this is for, I guess, third and fourth place. So yes, this is between third and fourth place right now between Edison and Pat Henry. Our apologies.
It was right there for that goal, and it went over. Let's see if they can get it back. What are you doing, Bubba?
Edison is pushing it closer and closer to Pat Henry's goal there.
It maybe have to be a reset.
I don't think so. I think this might be a goal. If they can get it in, and they did!
They got it.
Edison with the early points on the board, 1-0 against Pat Henry in the bronze round. Again, ladies and gentlemen, again, I do apologize. This is the bronze round. Championship round is to come next. This is for third and fourth place.
Pat has the ball, and Edison is pressuring. Looks like Edison is getting the ball.
And Pat Henry just knocked Edison's bot off of the arena. Or vice versa, Pat Henry just knocked Edison's bot off out of the arena. Getting a little bit competitive here. Edison again has the lead 1-0. Edison is the team in blue, Pat Henry is the team in red. And there they go again.
And Edison takes the ball down to Pat Henry's. Pat Henry's trying to get it out of the goal. Well, corner. So right there, Edison has a chance to score. Oh.
And new ball's in the middle. Edison has a chance.
Edison may score.
And they let the ball roll into their own territory. Pat Henry has a chance to tie it here, and they need to if they want to stay in this game. Time is ticking, and it is ticking fast.
Edison's taking revenge for knocking them off.
There goes Edison. They've got nobody to beat. That's a point.
It is now 2-0 with Edison and Pat Henry. Edison has 2 and Pat Henry has 0.
I believe they're going to call that game. Edison takes the third place title with Pat Henry taking fourth place. Edison with bronze, Pat Henry again in fourth. Coming up next, guys, now is the championship game here on table 2 between Woodland Hills and the other Edison team. So Edison had 2 teams make it to the semifinals. Only one, though, making it to the finals. Again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the championship round here for Junior Robotics competition. Again, between Woodland Hills and Edison. The entire day has come up to this, guys.
This is going to be really tense and really interesting. It's going to be so fun to watch.
Okay. Yes, the pressure is on. Yep. That's another good thing about doing sports and robotics. It definitely gets you excited to do things.
Yes.
Gets you more active.
For sure, and again, it's been just an incredible day here at the LRC, guys. You know, we've seen a lot going on, and it's been a big change from as opposed to last year. Me and Aaron know because we were here commenting on it last year. As opposed to the mazes they had last year, it is now a soccer competition. So that is kind of just an interesting thing because you never know where they're going to go next year, especially in Kentland. You know, if you decide to come back next year, especially, you guys can see how it's going to change out next year. They might do soccer, they may go back to mazes, they might even incorporate both. Who knows? It'll be interesting to see.
They may even come up with a whole new thing.
Exactly. It could be something completely different. So it's always good to see just every year. And we're underway here now at the championship game.
And Edison has the ball into Woodland Hills territory. Edison has a chance to score. They are battling for that ball right now. Looks like Woodland Hill is taking the ball back to Edison's side.
Yes, Woodland Hills is on your left. They are the team in red. Edison, team on your right, team in blue. They just got it out of their territory. A good pass, but blocked off by Woodland Hills. Woodland Hills is pushing it into an Edison corner now. Got a little bit of a bot fight going on. It's going to be a reset. Ball is in. Edison needs to get this ball going down the other way. It is dangerously close to their goal. Someone just lost a wheel. That's Edison that just lost a wheel. Not good. The ball's in their territory right now as well.
Edison and Woodland Hills fighting for that ball in Edison's corner. The pressure is on for Edison.
There's a large crowd.
Large crowd gathering around team 2 right now, or table 2 right now, guys.
This is the moment we've been waiting for, the finals.
Again, Edison is team in blue. One of them has lost a wheel. On the next point, they can switch it, fix it up, but that may be a minute. The ball is currently in the Edison team corner.
They can
It's
take
a
out.
reset. Woodland Hills with the ball blocked off by Edison. Edison needs to get it going the other way. Woodland Hills just scored! Score is 1-0. Woodland Hills takes the lead. Edison needs to get some points on the board. Time is ticking and ticking fast.
Edison and Woodland Hills having a good fight.
There we go. Round 2 of the championship going on. Woodland Hills with the first point.
Edison's taking it down to Woodland Hill's side. Woodland Hill is keeping that ball into that corner.
They've still got it down there. This is what Edison needs. They need to stay on that side of the court, and they just let it go into their own territory.
Edison needs to
Edison got the wheel fixed on their one robot that was broken just a second ago, but Woodland Hills again with the lead, the 1-0 lead. Edison needs to get points on the board, guys, because if they don't, it's literally gonna. That's it.
Might be the mistake they make.
Corner.
Woodland Hill may win this.
Ball's in the corner again of Edison. Can start to see the frustration starting to set in on the Edison team face.
Getting heated.
Woodland Hills is completely in control right now, guys. They just need no score, and if they can get a point, they need to take a point. But right now, they just need to keep the ball in their possession.
Right now, the best option would probably be to defend the goal.
Yeah.
And Edison has the ball over on their side with Woodland Hill fighting. It looks like Woodland Hill is trying to take that ball. And I think
That
they're calling
is the game. Woodland Hills wins the championship 1-0.
That was.
There they are, ladies and gentlemen, the Woodland Hills champion squad. And Edison taking home silver.
Woodland Hill did awesome. So did
This
Edison.
was. Yeah, this was so.
Again, guys, Woodland Hills won the championship. They are your soccer championship for robotics this year today.
Definitely really fun and cool.
Yeah.
And after
they are.
settle down, they're going to do the creativity one, I believe. And no.
Yeah, be sure to stick around here, guys. We're about to present some trophies for not only the competition that we just watched, but also for a programming penalty kick skills challenge, a creative design challenge, and the engineering design notebook challenge. All that and more is coming up next on this robotics stream.
Woodland Hills taking a nice little victory.
Yeah, again, guys, there you go. That's Woodland Hills right there. They just won it all today. The entire day, they have been dominant on both sides for both teams, really. And they just won it all, getting some hugs in, some congratulations. All in all, guys, it really is a team sport, and that's what we just saw today. You saw the teamwork that Woodland Hills just had in the championship round there against Edison, and that's really what it came down to today. We've seen that a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
And happening now, guys, we're about to go to the trophy presentation for, again, those 4 competitions we just mentioned, which is the Robotics Soccer Skills Challenge, Programming Penalty Kick Challenge, Creative Design Challenge, and the Engineering Design Notebook Challenge. So we're about to present those trophies to all of the winners for today. It's been a great day here at the LRC. We appreciate you guys sticking around and joining us. Taking a look now over at your trophies.
I believe they already judged the creativity.
So we're going to start with creative. For the creative competition, thank you again, judges. We so appreciate you judging our creative contest for us. Would you guys give the judges a round of applause, please? Thank you. All right, in 4th place for Creative Robot, it is the Lincoln Creative Raiders. So if you guys will come down here, the Lincoln Creative Raiders. We're going to go right there. Did you bring me popcorn? All right, stand right there. I'm going to get you. You are so sweet. He said I can have some of his. All right. That was. We're going to get your picture. So hold your ribbon. Hold your ribbon. And smile really big because they're going to take your picture. Yes, it's on YouTube. Oh, all right. All right, good job, guys. Round of applause. All right, go ahead. You can go back now. All right, in 3rd place for creative, we have the Freedom Warriors. Good job, Freedom Warriors. Come on down. Let's go, Freedom Warriors. Right here, right in front of the sign. I'm going to give you a ribbon. I want you to hold it and smile really big because they're going to take your picture. Hold. Huh? All right, stand. Oh, let me take that one. That one goes to your teacher. All right, you ready? Smile big. Everybody, round of applause. Yay! Good job. All right, good job. All right, and take that one back to your teacher. I need to get Lincoln's teacher there. All right, for 2nd place for creative, we have Carriage Hills Cougars. All right, go stand up there, hold it, and smile big. And then I have one for your teacher. All right, smile big. Yay! Good job, round of applause. All right, 1st place for being the most creative robot here today. And this is, I think, one of my favorite because I love being creative. 1st place is, drum roll, can we get a drum roll? Edison Edibot. Can you grab one? Where's your teacher? Is our teacher here, our coach? Another round of applause for Edison! Great job, guys. move on to our notebook scores. So for fourth place, and this is your engineering design notebook. Thank you, judges, for doing the hard job of doing that. Fourth place for the best engineering design notebook goes to Carrot Hill's Terrible Tiger Terrors. Let's go, Terrible Tiger Terrors. Say that 3 times fast. The TTTs. She said the TTTs. I didn't say it. I mean, I did, but there we go. There we go. Is that, where's our coach? I feel like I'm in the way. Oh my God. Smile, girls! Good job! Way to take awesome notes. That's really important. All right.
Well, she did most of the work. I helped.
Way to be honest. Way to be honest. I love it. I love it. All right. Third place for the engineering design notebook is Edison Superbot. Let's go, Superbots. Go ahead and get these and then stand up there and smile really big. Let me get. Another round of applause for Edison. All right, second place. Second place for engineering notebook is the Edibots for Edison. Edison, all right. Your teams were really on this engineering notebook thing. Good job. Another round of applause for Edison. All right, for first place for best engineering design notebook, and I think this is probably one of the most important competition parts, is because this teaches the kids how to take notes and how to do those things that we need to do to make changes and edits and modify. So this is a great job. So can I get a drum roll for first place? It is Freedom for Musketeers. I need the coach up here to hold.
We are so confused.
You're so confused.
I didn't think I did that.
You didn't think you did?
Kylan definitely did not do it on her own. Kylan did not do it on her own.
There you go. There you go.
I don't know, 40 laps.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Who's our coach? Another round of applause for Freedom. Yeah! Oh, I gave you the wrong. That's the coding one. That was my bad. That was a blonde mistake. I'm sorry. Still cool. Still cool. All right, I think we're good. We good? All right, good job. It's been a long day. All right, for our coding competition, this is where the kids had to go and code. This is very difficult. Code a robot to do what they want it to do. So for fourth place, we have the Soaring Halo from Ridgecrest. Soaring Halo, are they here? Are they in the bathroom? There they are, yay! Fourth place. Coding. I'll get it right this time. Good job. Good job. All right, get up there and smile big. All right, good job, Ridgecrest. Smile, take a picture. All right. All right, for third place for coding, we have the Robotic Busters from Sullivan Village. Robotic Busters from Sullivan Village. Purple. Is it just you?
Yeah.
You're the team code.
Yeah, I'm the team coder. She's on the other part. She's on the other team. But
The code?
driving, but
All right. Stand up there, smile, and take a picture. Good job, guys. Oh, hold on. Teacher wants to take a picture. All right. Let's see. For second place for coding goes to Eagle Warriors Freedom.
See, 2 points.
Smile pretty.
I was part of the Soaring Helos.
Soaring Halos? Okay. Was that for coding?
Yeah.
And they did 4th. Good job. One more round of applause. All right. First place for coding. This is, I think, definitely the hardest. So let's get a drum roll, please, because these guys earned it. Ready? Bishop Bulldogs. Good job, coders. We'll let Coach decide. Yeah, medal, medal, medal. Coach gets a medal. All right, smile. And we want to say thank you to Bishop for coming and joining us today in our competition. I mean, that's got to be scary to go to a whole nother district and compete with just them. That's pretty cool. Good job, guys. All right. And for the driving competition, this is the one that was like, whew, this was a tough one. All right, 4th place goes to the Pioneer Park Tech Crew. 4th place.
Wait, 2 more.
2 more.
1 more. Come on. Come on. Oh, no. Okay, come on.
Are we missing somebody?
Yeah, it's come on.
Kamai! Where's Kamai? Come on, Kamai!
Hustle.
He's eating. Hold on, he's hungry. All right. Stand up here. Take a picture, smile. Great job, Tech Crew. All right, round of applause. Woo! All right. For 3rd place for driving goes to Team Edibots Edison. I hope you guys are going to get your driver's license soon, right? So you can be driving for reals. Just kidding. Let me know when that happens so I can be off the road. Okay. Good job. Yay. All right. All right. Second place for driving goes to Superbot Hawks Edison. It's a lot of red. Yeah. Good job, Edison. All right. For our final last award, 1st place for driving competition goes to, drum roll, we already know who it was, but drum roll, because I like a drum roll. Woodland Hills Robotics 2. Hey, Vanessa, John, come here. there for a minute. I don't know who's holding it. Did they decide, ask her if they decided on the MVP team. Oh. Are we team?
Thank you.
What? All right, get up there and take a picture.
She says Lincoln had someone who was helping everyone, so maybe that's it.
Is it just one team at Lincoln?
I think so.
Okay. Such a good job. Good job, Woodland Hills. Woo! All right. So I said that was the last award, but that's the last award that you guys know about. Okay, hold on. We're figuring something out. So while they're figuring it out, I'm going to tell you about the award that you guys don't know about. So I asked all the judges and asked all the people here to keep an eye out and look for a team that went above and beyond by being nice and a team player to all the teams here. Somebody who cheered on people that weren't even at their school. Somebody who went and helped other kids at other schools and those kinds of things. So let me get a consensus on who that was.
Was it just all Lincoln? Because I've got enough of them.
Kyra Sabo was one. The other one I had a Crosby kid, but I lost him.
Well, I'm just going to do the whole team. So then Lincoln?
Yeah.
All right. It took them a minute to figure out which team they actually came from. All right. So this team, I call this award the MVP because you're so valuable and you are so awesome and you helped other people. That is more important than this, right? Right? I see some heads. All right. All right. So the winner of the MVP award, Most Valuable Players, go to Lincoln. All right. Okay, and if I don't have enough medals out here, I have more over there. I'll get them, okay? All right, you won? All right.
Thank you so much.
Hang out in behind. I've got the other ones because I thought it'd just be one team, but she said the whole thing. So, yep, I got them right back there. So, all right, I want to give everybody a round of applause for coming. Thank you. This has been a great day. Come take a picture. Lincoln, come take a picture, MVPs. You guys did such an incredible job. I mean, I'm just above and beyond, excited, ecstatic, all the E's, all the E's, all the E's. So, have a great day, have a great weekend. I'm gonna go home and sleep for like 20 hours, okay? All right, have a good day, guys.
Awesome, guys. And again, thank you so much for joining us again for the 2023 Junior Robotics Competition by Lawton Public Schools. It was a fantastic year full of just a lot of fun. Again, really, we appreciate you guys for joining us. Signing off for now, though, from the LRC, this is Aaron, this is Caitlin, and I'm Mark Lowe. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a good one.